1 minute late. Forgive me, please. Let's grab a drink. This is my third attempt in the last half an hour at starting tonight's live because I've been messing around with an interactive format that is just not playing ball, mate, like at all. Not playing ball. AKA, I'm too dumb to know how to work it. But coming tomorrow, when we do tomorrow's live, same time, same place, here in Bangkok, beautiful Thailand. I want to say I'll promise to have the interactive stream set up. You might have just seen it because I was on live just now twice on a screen share, and I was like sitting over there in my boxer shorts, not knowing I was live, and then I was like picking my nose and stuff. Anyway, then I realized it was live and then ended the stream, tried to do it again once I had clothes on, and then it failed again. Then I chilled out for 10 minutes and then restarted the stream for a third time. But yeah, I'm not sure what's happening now. Hopefully we are a go, mate, and we can just crack on. That was so annoying. I was using this OBS Studios thing and I didn't have a butcher's what I was doing. But it's all learning. And tonight, I hope that I can teach you some good stuff with a little bit of travel flow for those people who are looking to get up out of their hometown, step away from the creature comforts and hit the road, Jack. Yeah, I'm going to wait for people to come on, actually. So I am messaging someone from India at the moment. Can you please leave a review on our hostel? How did you get my number? How did you get my WhatsApp? That's what I want to know. Yeah. So we'll do that. And tonight, I want to pick someone out of the crowd and at complete random and help that said someone organize their trip. And I think it would be like a fun, different, interactive style thing, where if someone does want me to do that, check your check in the chat, let me know, and we'll do that. But I'll have to do it from my phone this evening and like punch the numbers in and stuff on notes, and we'll go through Skyscanner, we'll go through Booking, we'll go through like Get Your Guide, anything like that to make it happen. I'm waffling. I'm such a big waffle head. Like, so until someone actually jumps on, because it seems that we ain't got many people at the moment, I'm gonna chill back and waffle some more. Has anybody seen the 2 vlogs that I dropped today? I dropped 2 vlogs today. 2 pretty stupid, crazy vlogs. One with, actually, they were both with Duncan, Curly Kid Life. If you haven't seen them, I'm not sure if you like them. They're really annoying. They're really annoying. But it is these top 2 on the channel here. The most recent, 2 idiots go mental at a Goa beach party, and then Holi in India gone completely wrong. And then that's the few other days if you haven't seen them. But yeah, we've got like 11 or 12 more vlogs to put up. 11 or 12. And I'm actually going to show you the amount of vlogs that are left. I think there's way more than that. If I can just snap a photo of them now and show you in iMovie. So many. Actually, and there's another 3, there's another 2 below this, what I'm going to show you. So look, This is like the back end stuff of a broke ass YouTuber. This is iMovie at the moment. So there's a few Patreon vlogs up there that I've uploaded, so ignore them. But the rest and 3 others, which are below these, that's what I've got to upload at the moment. That's what I'm working on in the days from that sofa right there, feet up on that table right there. Multiple coffees, mate. And yeah, the edit station is in full swing. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11 or 12 vlogs left to upload from India. And if you want to see more recent raw exclusive vlogs that are not on YouTube, then I've opened up a Patreon where you can give me a couple of quid a month and you see some behind the scenes stuff that I'm doing in, or have done in India, and I'm now doing in Thailand. Okay, mate, this is a nice little hangout between the 4 of us, actually the 5 of us, including myself, and the 4 people that have decided to join. Thank you so much. Jump in the chat and say, what's up, Chrissy Boy, or something, so we can make it a little less awkward, mate. You know what I mean? 6 of them. 6 people now. Thank you. 6. Thanks, 6 people, including me. There we are. I've started out the chat. So I'm going to do these little interactive elements where I was going to do a screen share this evening and like go for hours on end, mate, and break down a complete travel structure from someone wherever they are in the world, wherever you are in the world, and I was going to break it all down. The flights, the location, the activities, the accommodation, the food, the transport, and the return flight out of that said country, wherever you want to go. Tomorrow, I'm going to have this damn system set up, so what you're seeing now is not just this annoying face that you see all the time. You can see this face, which is going to be put in a little box in the corner like this, and then this whole screen is going to be my screen, and I'm going to be working behind a little laptop here, and I'm going to conjure up your whole travel structure. If someone wants that done, just let me know. Email me or whatever, and just let me know in chat. Email hello@chrissyboy.com. 24 HID, what's happening, mate? I am great, thank you so much. I have had a very, very good day in equal measure of productivity and chilling my absolute Welsh tatters off. So it's been fun, yeah. A really hot day in Bangkok. Like, mate, it is so hot come about midday that you honestly feel or could be tricked into thinking that the devil himself has his hands pressed on your shoulders. That is how hot it is. Or if you wanted to use another example, it is as hot as sticking your head in an oven when it's 250 degrees. And that's how it feels. That's how close that temperature is here in Bangkok. I was working out earlier on the rooftop. I say working out, I wasn't really doing much. I did like 20 push-ups and a couple of squats. Anyway, my point is I couldn't have done much working out even if I wanted to because it was so damn hot. The devil was here. The oven was right here too. And I was sweating bullets, mate. Anyway, Luis Plaza, JT, J2L. Am I coming to Central America? Chrissy Boy, are you coming to Central America? Yes, I will be, but I need to make some money first. So at the moment, I'm chilling in Thailand for 2 months, and then I will come over to Central America. I was in Guatemala a year and a half ago, which was amazing. But I've got unfinished business with Guatemala because I ended up in Antigua. What's the name? What's the name of the place I was in? Antigua. No, that is not it. Anyway, Antigua, Lake Atitlan. No, I wasn't there. I actually caught dengue fever in Lake Atitlan, and then I got transferred from there to a hospital where I was on drip for too long, but I didn't die. I survived that other tail, thank goodness. Dengue fever was absolutely horrendous. Fuck you very much, mosquitoes. But I would like to come back to Central America and explore Honduras, Panama, and then God knows where else. But yeah, Paraguay is cheap in South America. Nicaragua is cheap in Central America. Is Panama in Central America, or have I completely lost my geographical sense? Yeah. Look, I'm supposed to be helping someone plan a trip. This is all going completely tats up at the moment. So if someone's got any questions, right? Because otherwise this is a really kind of clickbaity title, and I'm okay with it for the most part. But if anyone's got any questions on where you could go for a travel for a cheap price, my evil gummy bear, what is going on? I hope you're good. Absolute legend. It always makes me smile to see your name and Project Weaver. What's going on? Big up fist bumps. Raise them, people. I want to see you raise them. We're going to bump it in 3, 2, That's awesome. Thank you for being more active. It's nice to see you kicking ass up there. My evil gummy bear. Thank you so much. I'm back in Thailand. The energy is, I would say it's about 80% back to full Chrissy Boy standards of what you're used to. Everything is good. The fitness is good. The health is good. The sleep is good. The social life at the moment is not so good in terms of the outside real world, because I've just been sheltering myself in this apartment and also up in the swimming pool upstairs and the gym, just because India took it out of me so much. I kind of want to just go into hermit monk mode for about a month, and I'm completely okay with it, especially when I'm speaking to you guys on YouTube Live of what I'm planning to do for the next, mate, I would like to say 30 days, unless I go out on a big boozy bender in Bangkok and I forget to go on live. But when I'm here in this apartment, for those people who haven't seen it, check it out. Hello, little sofa, and hello, little eating desk thing, and hello, kitchen. Aha. And in there is the bathroom, and in this room, behind this wall, there is my bedroom, where no magic is happening at the moment, and I'm okay with it. I just went on a huge, stupid, redundant tangent, didn't I? I know. I do it, see? I just do it. And then I lose the plot. Just like the video I uploaded an hour ago, where Duncan, my mate, and I were in Goa. We found this party on a beach, and we gate crashed and took over, and we're complete idiots, and got so drunk that night that I actually got into a fight with these group of wrestlers in India. Anyway, it was more of a structured fight. We had this stupid wrestle, and then the police came over and started to, try to arrest us, and then we ran off, and I lost my camera somewhere, but then I found it. So I actually ended up on one part of the beach. I woke up on one part of the beach, but it was a good time. So the vlog that you're seeing on YouTube, the most recent, where two idiots go mental on an Indian beach or something, that's part of the story. Anyway, you didn't ask to be told that, but you were told that anyway. Where are we? Louise Plaza, hottest part of the year in Thailand, March and April. I tell you what, right now it is scorching. It is absolutely baking hot. Thank goodness for that AC unit right there. That's all I can say. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's going on, mate? Hi, Chrissy Boy. Have you been to Laos or Cambodia? I actually have not been to the latter, Cambodia, yet, though I did explore, I did explore Laos about 2 years ago. I was in the capital of Vientiane, and then also I spent 3 weeks in Luang Prabang, and then went on the old moped up to a place called Nong Kiao. Maybe that's wrong. Nong Kiao, I think, is maybe the train stop between Thailand and Laos. But anyway, I went to 3 or 4 places. Laos was cool. I just don't have much to compare Laos to in terms of, it kind of felt a little bit like 3 countries in one. Though I haven't been to China, it felt like a little bit like being in China. The second was Vietnam, and then the third was Thailand. And it was all kind of meshed in with the culture, the food, the people, and the overall scenery and surroundings. So I think now, having traveled more over the last 2.5 years since visiting Laos, I think I should go back and give Laos my proper full energy and time, and I can give a good opinion on it to you guys then. But for now, I'm enjoying Thailand after a crazy bout of near-death experiences in India, and I'm not exaggerating. There was points where I thought, Chrissy Boy, you're 34 years old, mate, and if you fall asleep tonight, you're going to be 34 years forever, because tomorrow you ain't waking up, lad. There were some of those moments where I was super sick 3 times, one of which I cracked my head open, and I told like everybody that who needs to know and who doesn't. Anyway, the other 2, I could have sworn, right, one of them was like malaria, right? Because I was like, I was honestly on death's effing door. Like the bride of death was knocking, and I let her in, and she sat on my bedside and said, Chrissy Boy, are you ready to be taken? And I said, maybe. Anyway, I didn't let her take me. I kept my eyes open, but I could have sworn that I was much worse in a state of illness than I was when I had dengue fever in Guatemala in Central America a 1.5 years ago. And let me tell you, if you've ever had dengue fever, it is the polar opposite of a good time. Yeah. Also, I could have had cholera because I was like projectile, you know what, from both exits, if you know what I mean, for like 4 or 5 days straight. And I wasn't taking electrolytes for 3 days of those 5 because I couldn't really get out of bed or do anything. And then I cracked my head open and ended up in hospital. Anywho, so yes, that was a very long-winded answer to your question, 1, 2, 3, 4, about have I been to Laos or Cambodia. Laos, yes, it was good, but I'd like to go back and explore the region more. Cambodia, I would like to go to since it's like just down the street from me. And I mean that is like it's just across the border from Thailand, obviously. And it's supposed to be super cheap. Phnom Penh, if I'm pronouncing that right, Phnom Penh. Yeah, I'd like to go and check it out. That's what I'm trying to say. But I need to plan some vlogs a bit. Usually I will just like book a flight to a country, rock up, get the camera out and go, what's going on, mate? Happy Tuesday. Hope you're good. Blah, 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 blah. Little typical Chrissy Boy spiel. But yeah, I like to plan some vlogs a little more. Not in terms of scripting. Obviously not. I mean, can you hear me speak? It's atrocious. But just in terms of ideas for you guys to enjoy more. I get asked a question, and then it takes me a whole 2 minutes to answer it and come back round to realize what the actual question was that I just answered. So my apologies. Let me get some water, you fine folk. Okay. Let's go through the comments. And again, for those people who have clicked on from the title, which initially was a true title, I didn't mean to clickbait it, and it's not clickbait. I don't think so anyway. What I intended to use this title and this time for in tonight's YouTube Live, which is the 3rd or 4th consecutive night in a row we're doing these, is I wanted to help someone practically and proactively book their next adventure from where they are in the world, be that America, be that South America, be that Asia, be that Africa, be that Europe, be wherever. And I wanted to help that person, not like book it in terms of financials on the spot, but help guide a little route and navigate their next adventure, be that to whatever country. And I want to break down, transport, food, logistics, accommodation, activities, and flights to and from that country. So if you're wanting that, we probably won't do it tonight now because I messed up this streaming service earlier and I can't screen share. I can just see myself here and it's really annoying. I just want to do this. But if anyone wants me to help you map your next travel out, just drop Chrissy Boy a message. I've popped my email in the chat and we can do that in the next few nights when you have time. How we can do that is you email me, I'll be in comms with you. We will exchange WhatsApps, and whilst we're on the live, I will then speak to you on the phone, and we can break down the details of what you want to do, how much you have to spend, where you want to go, and all of that good stuff. So a little bit of fun, interactive value that I want to provide people. Because at the moment, look what I'm doing. I'm just a nattering knobhead who's just talking absolute trash. Am I? You can agree with me because I know I'm right. So I'd like to just add a little bit of value as opposed to just ranting and waffling on. Mate, I tell you, I have to listen to this voice when I do lives and when I'm speaking on the phone to friends and family. It does my nutting. And then I'm vlogging and I'm listening to my own voice all the time. I tell you what, crikey, Chrissy Boy. Okay, where are we? Luis Plaza. Panama, Central America, Paraguay, South America. Panama use USD, so not so cheap. Interesting. I would like to explore Cuba at some point, but I believe she's a new subscriber, Gaio, who came on the chat a few nights ago. She is currently traveling Wuhan in China, and she said there is unbelievable inexpense in China in terms of, why do I make the long word? Just say China is cheap, Chris. China is cheap, Chris. So I'm kind of thinking about going to China now too, but you've also got me thinking about Cambodia. So let me actually just check to see how much flights are, because I can't go overland to Cambodia at the moment from Thailand. Not that I would, because I'm perfectly happy and content for the next 55 days in Thailand. I've got a 60-day visa, and I may even extend it to 90 days if they will have me. Please, Thailand, will you have Chrissy Boy? Otherwise, I'll go to Cambodia, or I'll go to Vietnam, or maybe I'll go to China, because Gaio, who was in the chat before, she said it was awesome. And yes, Chris, it's cheap. You don't have to mix up your big words because you're stupid, mate. So let's have a look at Skyscanner for flights to Cambodia. If anyone wants me to find any flights from right now, I can do it cheap. I promise you I can do it cheap, mate. Yeah? I'll do it cheap. Look, I just got 20% off. 20% off drops. Bangkok flights, mate. Probably because of all the chaos that's going on at the moment. All right. So I know this seems a little bit like I appear like a broken record, don't I? That's the thing. Okay. What we're going to do is just see flights from Bangkok. I know this is kind of like selfish behavior, but all right. Bangkok on Skyscanner. Okay. If I want to go somewhere, usually I type in the place that I'm at, which is any airport. You don't type in a specific airport. The airports are usually pretty close. And then for the second box, everywhere. And then for the third box, this is something that obviously a lot of people can have restrictions for when it comes to their lives, with jobs, with partners, with dogs, with hobbies, with anything else that you have with normal everyday life. So some people can't actually go on flexible months to a certain country. You have to go specific, right? Because maybe you're only allowed off in your job the 14th of April until the 30th of April. So you have to stay in within those date limits. Whereas the proper way to do it, if you did have that freedom in time, is to go flexible dates. And again, we're on Skyscanner. And because Chrissy Boy here is in Bangkok until May, we're going to click that option there, which is May Day, and then search. All right, so Skyscanner, Bangkok, any to everywhere, May 2026. So that gives me the flexibility of a whole month in which I can select days for the cheapest flight on certain days, which usually flash green. And the next cheapest option is orange. And then the one that you want to avoid is the option that flashes red. Okay. So these are the cheapest 5 countries coming up now for any dates in May. And these are direct flights. Okay. Then, so first of all, we've got Thailand, where, can you see that? Sorry, the glare. There we are, that's better. Thailand for £19, which is going to be cheaper than that. Singapore for £36. Cambodia, like we were just discussing, £36. That's not bad. Vietnam, probably to Hanoi for £38. And then Malaysia is the most expensive, which is £46. So let's just tap Cambodia. And then, as you can see, Phnom Penh is £36 direct flight, or Siem Reap for 64. So Phnom Penh. So this is pretty much how I look at flights. And this is what I mean by being able to choose the flexible dates in a month as opposed to the specific, because you get to choose from all of the days as opposed to one specific day that you're locked into. So what we got there, May 13th, that's pretty decent. May 13th, 38 quid. So my 60-day visa finishes on the 17th of May. So if I wanted to go to Cambodia, I can't do a border crossing at the moment because of all the conflict. So I'd have to go early here on the 13th for £38, or I extend by a day, aka I miss my departure date and then I get fined by Thailand and I leave on the 19th for 38. So I'd probably be best off going on the 13th for 38 quid if I wanted to go to Cambodia. Find flights. Find those flights, Chris. Find them, mate. Finding. Okay, this is decent. So it's only an hour flight from Don Mueang Airport, which is 15-minute moped away from me. That's the smaller airport of the 2 in Bangkok. We've got Don Mueang, which is DMK, and then Suvarnabhumi, which I'm not sure is the smaller letters for that one. But check this, mate. So I've got this Motorola phone that costs like £40, and it's slower than a sloth, I swear. So flight deets, mate. If I wanted to commit to that, I mean, it's only 38 quid, but I kind of need that 38 quid right now, so I book it later. That leaves at 4:30 in the afternoon. That is a 1 hour and 10-minute flight. And then it arrives into, where did we say we were going? Cambodia, Phnom Penh, at 5:45 in the afternoon. So that's not bad, is it? It's not bad at all, really. So yeah, I've got to think of that. Actually, I don't have to think of that at the moment, like at all. At all, mate. Let's go back into the chat. What's going on, chat? Give me something, or I should give you something, since I'm being a little bit of the host. Am I the host? I believe so. Not a great host or even a good one, but a host nonetheless. Project Weaver, hope you're good, mate. Evil Gummy Bear, bop. Another fist bump. Thank you again for your donation. You're an absolute legend. And anybody else who has signed up to my recently opened up Patreon, where I put exclusive and raw content that you don't see on YouTube, mate, which is going to include some hacks, tips, and travel stuff that you can practically apply in your own traveling lives. If you want to go and check that out, link in the description, mate. We've got to push the old monetization a little bit, otherwise this channel is just going to die, innit? 24 HID or HID. You let me know how I should pronounce your name. Always bring in good vibes, real experiences, and a big smile wherever you go. Proper top guy. Keep doing your thing. Hey, appreciate you, brother. I really appreciate the compliment, because after the last few videos that I've uploaded on YouTube, I think like, oh, Chrissy Boy, like, mate, you've got to find something else to do. These vlogs are absolutely terrible. all I'm doing is I'm sipping beer and I'm speaking to birds, and then I'm laughing my little witch cackle that sounds like this. So yeah, when I'm like really excited in vlogs, I just can't stop laughing. I obviously can't stop smiling, which turns into a big cackle, and it ends up just like overpowering a lot of the dialogue in the video, and then the whole plot seems to just like blow up. So I really appreciate you giving me a compliment on that, because the last few vlogs have been like, Chris, you psycho. Project Weaver, are you doing Songkran? I done it in 2012 in Baton. Unreal, mate. I am actually. I will be here for Songkran. I've got friends coming over on the 12th. We're going to celebrate it in Bangkok, and then we're going to go to another island that is far past Pattaya. I think it's called Koh Samet in Thailand. We're going to hit that up for a few nights, and then we're going to stop back in Pattaya, have an absolute mad one, mate, and then we're going to head back to Bangkok. So if anybody is over for Songkran, which is Thailand's biggest water festival, like the biggest water festival in the entire world, let me know. And if you need a place to stay, mate, let me know. Chrissy Boy's got you. A lot of people have been helping me out with just general support, nice comments, and also people who have been sending donations, which is absolutely incredible. So if I can give back in any way for those people who are visiting Thailand in the next 60 to 90 days, you can come and stay here, of course, with Chrissy Boy. You can have my bed, which is in there, and I will take the sofa right here. So let me know. You're welcome at any time for as many nights as you want. And my email, if you wanted to get in touch, is hello@chrissyboy.com. You know, my goal for YouTube, and I'm not sure how it's going, but I just want to hang out and, you know, just be there as a mate for people, and just it be like this very social, interactive, mate-like community. That's like the goal for me. Obviously, I want and need to earn money, so don't pick up a knife and stick it in Chrissy Boy's neck whenever I promote Patreon or donations, or when I'm going to be pushing something that I'm working on real soon that is going to add great value to your lives in regards to travel and saving money. So I just want to put that out there for the 14,000th time in the last 32 minutes and 33 seconds. All right. But yeah, how was Baton in 2012, mate? Baton, Project Weaver. Where is Baton? Is Baton in where is Baton? Phuket, right? I speak so much, my throat gets so dry. It feels like I just chugged a glass of sand from the Sahara Desert. My evil gummy bear. Have you ever run into the vloggers while out? Have you ever run into other vloggers while out? Sorry. I watched Solo Jarrett, and he's out there hunting mushrooms. I want to visit sometime. Who is that? Who is Solo Jarrett? I've never heard of him or her. I've ran into a few vloggers, yes. I'm not sure if anybody watches Skint Northerners, Ellis and his girlfriend, Alicia, I think her name is. But they do a lot of South American travel. I actually met up with Ellis in England before I flew to India. We've been connected for the last year just on socials. Top guy, and he is just the way he is in videos in real life. So Skint Northerners, a really good kind of raw and gritty travel channel, focusing on South America mainly, but they're going to somewhere else at the moment. That's really cool. Another one, to answer your question, my evil gummy bear, is a good friend that I consider now, and that is Marco Romes. Yeah, we chatted the other night. He is a good guy, and he's very real and authentic. He's super funny in real life. He does love a beer, even though he claims to be sober, though he has just broke his sobriety. Top guy. I was with him in Thailand and in Pakistan for a good chunk. So yeah, ran into him, and obviously my best mate, Duncan. His YouTube channel is Curly Kid Life. Let me just pop that in the chat, mate, because he is a top lad and he's helped me bucket loads as a mate and also in terms of vlogging support. Duncan's YouTube is Curly kid life. Check it out. He's up in the Indian Himalayas at the moment. He's an absolute nutter. He is freezing his little ball schmack off, should I say. And then another one is Travel with Chris. If anyone knows Travel with Chris, I was speaking with him on WhatsApp earlier. He is a top guy. We actually met in Singapore last year. He is someone that I watched actually before traveling to Thailand. And yeah, we bumped into each other in Singapore. And yeah, he's a really good guy. He's just brought out a load of Brazil vlogs, but you guys might have watched his stuff. Hopefully you have, because really good creator, top guy. Travel with Chris. So we've got Alice from Skip Northerners. We've got Marco from Marco Roams. That's his actual YouTube channel. Travel with Chris. And then last year in Bangkok, really randomly, Duncan and I were on the beers, and Duncan like pointed at this guy who was like walking down the street, and he was like, that's Conor Murphy, the fitness influencer who was like really, really popular before, but kind of went off the rails, people said, in the last few years. So yeah, Conor Murphy, check him out. He's like in probably the best shape I've ever seen a human being in. And I kind of tapped him on the shoulder. I said, "What's up, mate?" And then him, Duncan, and myself went out for food in Bangkok together for a few hours, had a chat and everything. It was a pretty good time. That is Conor Murphy. Where is it? And that is the video that is on the channel, hanging out with Conor Murphy in Bangkok. And that's Conor Murphy, that absolute shred zeppelin of a bloke there. But yeah, that's it, really. Yeah, that was a big rant on it. And I don't do a lot of like collabs and stuff, just because it's actually really difficult to collab. And, you know, Marco and I have done it before. Duncan and I have done it, and we did it a lot in India. And it's, even though you get on with a person and vibe with them, it's just difficult for two cameras to work symbiotically when you're trying to vlog and follow a story and, you know, not get any redundant words chucked in there from who you're with. That happens all the time, and it kind of just throws things off. So I'm not a big fan of collaborations. I have had some collaboration invites via email, and a load of sponsor opportunities have also come in via email in the last 6 months, and I've turned them all down. Just because, number one, for the sponsorship stuff, I don't want to advertise a product that I've never used, I don't care about, and then they expect me to advertise that to my audience, who I look at as like my online community family, and try and deceive them into thinking that I actually use the product that I don't. I'm only getting paid to promote to you. So I'm not going to do sponsors, like full stop. I'm not going to do it. Even though I've had some nice financial offers to do it, I've turned them down, even though I could do with the money. But yeah, so I'm trying to keep it as clean as possible. That's why I've started like a Patreon. I'd rather promote my own stuff and myself as opposed to something that I don't use or care about. Yeah. What else? Gary Bennett. Hello, Chrissy Boy. You're an inspiration. Guys from Mid Wales. Appreciate it, brother. That's awesome. That's a really nice comment. Thank you. That's cool. That's cool. Those comments I like. I'd respond to those emails if that was an email. Cheers, Gary, mate. That's awesome. I'm not sure what time it is in Wales at the moment. I think Bangkok is like 7 hours ahead, but this is the time right now in Thailand. 20 to 10. Let me know in the chat, you legends, what time it is in your country, and also state the country you're in. That'd be cool. But yeah, cheers, Gary. I appreciate that, mate. I hope Wales is not too cold. I'm not actually sure what it feels like in March. I can't remember the dates that I'm in Wales anymore. And I probably won't be back in UK for a good year, I would say. I promised myself that I would really give this year a go on the road. And, you know, if it comes to it and I'm doing good, I will stay on the road. And if it comes to it and I'm doing bad, I've got to pull my finger out and not bail. I've got to stick the hard road, mate, and go through it and make sure I come out the other side shining and smiling. Yeah. Cool Pie 6002. How was Indonesia visit? Any recommendations? Indonesia is an interesting one. You know what? I will say this about Indonesia. I was there for 4.5 weeks with my brother Nick, who I and him travel with each other once a year, and we go on like a month-long trip. We picked Indonesia this year because we hadn't been there, and at some stage we knew we were going to travel there, so we just went to Indonesia last year. And to be honest, we wanted to leave after a week of being there. We arrived in Bali, we stayed there and just kind of mooched around a little bit. We didn't really know what to do. We didn't enjoy the food. The culture wasn't what we kind of wanted. It wasn't our vibe. We ended up just hiking mountains for a month, which was okay. I love a hike, and to get my steps in and stuff in a country that I wasn't sure what else to do was a bit of a savior. I'm trying to think where we actually went. This is the thing. It was only like 4 or 5 months ago I went there, and I can't remember the places that I went. Lombok, Bali, and I'll say this, I only actually recorded one vlog in the 4.5 weeks that I was there. 2 vlogs, sorry, which are these 2 right here. The first one, everyone loves Bali, I just wanted to leave. And the second one, I regretted hiking this mountain in Indonesia. So that's on the channel. They're in the Indonesia playlist if you do want to check it out. But yeah, it seems that most of the thing that I got annoyed with in Indonesia was the road infrastructure. I love to walk, and so does my brother. I like to step outside, right, and onto a street or into a park where I have free reign of my left and right, forward and back. Nothing is obscuring my path. I haven't got motorbikes flying past me and almost hitting me. I haven't got cars beeping at me to move out of the way, and all of these obstructions that came with the experience of walking the streets in Indonesia. And honestly, it was such a headache where my brother and I just stayed in most of the time. We would hike, we'd go for food, which was not great. Yes, it was cheap, it was not tasty. It was bland, cultured food in Indonesia. Personal opinion, that's my truth. And we would just kind of chill in our rooms on our phones, and then we'd go out for pizza in a pizzeria because we didn't like the local food. And we kind of repeated that cycle for a month. And this is another thing, right? We booked like a week or 2 weeks of accommodation in Indonesia, and I was like, mate, in a way, I'm sorry, bro. If I had put more of a system into my YouTube over the last 2 years, and I'd started to monetize, and I'd started to build consistent income every single month, I would have 100% said to my brother when we were in Indonesia, mate, I'm going to book us flights out of here, and you and I are going to go to Thailand for the foreseeable 3 weeks. Or, mate, we're going to go to Cambodia. Or let me fly us to Japan, and we can go to Tokyo for 2 weeks. That's the options that I want to make more money for. Not to spend on pointless material possessions and crap. I want to spend it on the people that I love, who mean a lot to me when we're in predicaments, and I can get us out of there. Otherwise, let's face it, you're absolutely fucked with a capital F. And I don't want to be in that position. I want to look forward to next year when my brother and I go on an excursion together. And if shit hits the fan, I want to say, mate, I've got us. And with that, I need to build some sort of monetization strategy where I can achieve that. Otherwise, this whole thing, these videos, Chrissy Boy, is going to go to the dogs, mate. Anyway, that was my opinion on Indonesia. I remember we went to Bali, Lombok, and hiked a hill called Pergasingen, something like that. And then where did I go? I flew to Australia for a month from there, and I had an amazing time. My Evil Gummy Bear says, dude, your value is the fact that you give us your time. We appreciate you, and that's why we watch you. And you just keep things interesting no matter what you do. Well, thank you so very much. That is a really nice compliment, and that is amazing to hear. Appreciate it. Thank you. I will continue to do my thing, be myself, which is partly very idiotic and energetic and nonsensical. But if that's who I am, which it is, that's all I can do, and that's who all I can be, right? So I'm glad that you appreciate your time with me and the videos and the energy and all the chaos that comes with it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, my evil gummy bear. Adita Surawanishi. Hey, Adita, this side. What's going on, mate? How are you? I am great. Thank you so much. Just chilling in the apartment. My routine at the moment, for those people who want to know, is, let me show you. So I can stand up and have a little stretch. I can stand up and have a little stretch a minute, guys. Oh. 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 All right, so routine at the moment. I'll go a little bit from morning to night. I'm going to show you where the magic is not happening too. This is the bedroom. Come in, people. This is where I'm staying. This is where I'm sleeping. This is where I'm dreaming. That is the double bed right there. It's super comfy, and it's got nice silky sheets. I'm renting this place on through a friend who I initially rented through on Airbnb, but now we just work with each other through WhatsApp, and I give him direct payments for £270, all in, bills included, Wi-Fi included, swimming pool upstairs, gym upstairs, co-working space and chill area upstairs, and my apartment here. That is the wardrobe, and then these curtains right here look out to glorious Bangkok in the evening, which you can't see, but it is awesome. So yeah, I'll wake up around 8 or 9 a.m. and from there, I will sit my lazy Welsh ass down right there, and I will read this book, which is incredibly popular. For those people who know, then you know. It is one book that actually inspired me to go to Mumbai, and it is Shantaram. And it is an absolute brick of a book. Look at this thickness and length in comparison to my fist. Look at that. It's like fist width. It's like fisting width. Look at that. I am halfway through in like over 5 weeks, but it is a great book. Actually, let me read you the blurb, because this blurb is just enough for a non-reader to pick it up and just trowel through this book within a month. In the early 80s, Gregory David Roberts, an armed robber and heroin addict, escaped from an Australian prison to India, where he lived in a Bombay slum. There, he established a free health clinic and also joined the mafia, working as a money launderer, forger, and street soldier. He found time to learn Hindi and Marathi, fell in love, and spent time being worked over in an Indian jail. I am yet to get to that part. Then, in a case anyone thought he was slacking, he acted in a Bollywood and fought with a Mahajin in Afghanistan. Amazingly, Roberts wrote Shantaram 3 times after prison guards trashed the first 2 versions. It's a profound tribute to his willpower, at once a high-kicking, eye-gouging adventure, a love saga, and a savage yet tenderly lyrical fugitive vision. And that is from Time Out magazine. That's awesome, right? Shantaram. And you know what? I'm yet to go to the Bollywood and Mujahideen in Afghanistan, but now, if I do have thoughts of not finishing the book, which I don't, I'm definitely going to finish it after reading that blurb again. So Shantaram, a great book. And you know, when you really get into books and you get into a bit of a flow with them, it's a good feel. I actually finished this book, which is like the Siberian tiger who was like super intelligent, and he ended up like hunting the Russians in the woods and like tracking them down and killing them. That was a mental book. It's called A True Story of Vengeance and Survival, The Tiger. Anyway, should we get back to business? See, that was a complete tangent, and I'm not sure how we just got to reading the blurb of a book that was there. I know, it was from the routine. So yeah, I wake up about 8 or 9 a.m. I will sit there for 45 minutes. I will drink 2 cups of black Americano, and I'll read maybe 10, 15 pages of Shantaram. After that, I'll record or edit a vlog. The vlogs that I'm recording. Can you hear me? Yeah. Yeah, so I've got like 11 or 12 Indian vlogs left to edit. And then if I'm recording a vlog, at the moment, I've recorded no Thailand vlogs. I'm just recording vlogs for Patreon at the moment, which are raw, one take, behind the scene videos that are not being seen on YouTube. But anyway, I put them on my Patreon. So I'm kind of focusing on them at the moment until I get all of the Indian vlogs published on YouTube. That's why I'm publishing like 2 a day at the moment. And then I will start the Thailand content. From there, after a few more coffees and maybe a liter of water, I will go out to a park that is a 10-minute walk away from here, and I'll walk this 1K loop where there's monitor lizards, there's a river, there's flowers, and there's birds chirping, and there's squirrels running all over the place. I will walk this 1 kilometer loop for maybe 5 or 6 times, and then I'll come back here. I'll have some food, which at the moment is tuna and rice and an apple and some fun Thai sweet things. Then I'll take a 30-minute nap. Then I'll get up, I'll edit and post the other vlog. Then I'll work out. And then about that time, after hinging and tindering and bumbling, I'll jump on the YouTube live. Really anxious to do a YouTube live 10 minutes before I start the live. But when I hit record, it kind of dissipates, and then we're off to the races. Yeah. And then after this is done, whenever that is, full stop, I will eat more food, because food to me is just like an event. I love eating, and I comfort eat all the time because comfort eating is awesome. It's even better than normal eating. So yeah, I'll watch some YouTube and comfort eat until I fall asleep after a live. Whoa, there's a lot of comments come in. Thank you. Where are we? Where are we, my friends? 1,000 watts. Hey, brother, in Krabi, see you in Bangers. Brother, if you're still here at 1,000 watts, can we break that sentence down, please, brother? You said, hey, brother, I'm in Krabi. Is that what you're meaning to say? If so, I'll see you down the islands when I'm going to Koh Samui next month, if that's what you mean. And I'm not sure what Bangers is. But is it an island, or are you just saying there are bangers, as in birds, banging birds? Antonio Gonzalez, good afternoon. Do you invest in the stock market? Good afternoon, Antonio. Absolutely not, mate. I, at the moment, don't have a lot of cash to invest. So that's the least of my doings at the moment. But maybe in the future, who knows? What about yourself? Do you invest in the stock market? I don't even know what the stock market is. I know there was a crash in like the 1800s or something, or back in like 2000s, but apart from that, I don't have a clue about what it is. Just like many other things in life. No clue, mate. Brittany McLeod, hello to you. I hope you're good. Happy, is it Tuesday? Yes, it is. Tuesday, 24th of March. Happy Tuesday, 24th of March. And to everybody else in the chat, I hope you're having a fun, happy, healthy, and successful day, and you're enjoying the beginnings of 2026. Awesome. Robin Joseph, yes, mate, you're consistent in the chat these last few nights, and I appreciate your time, my brother. Hi, hello to you also, Robin. Cheers, mate. Good to be here, and good seeing you guys here. What website, Lewis Plaza asked, what website do you use to find flights? Mate, I hardly stray, if I'm honest, away from Skyscanner, because I just love the user interface that Skyscanner offers. It's super simple, it's easy to use, and I know it inside out, and I know how to find cheap flights, and I know, how to do it. So, yes, Skyscanner, is pretty much my best friend when it comes to booking flights. But I know there is like Google Flights. So it would be good from a professional opinion, professional idiot's opinion, that is, to cross-check flight prices from several flight websites. So Skyscanner, then you've got Google Flights, and you've probably got a few more, which I don't check. But also you can go onto the actual, it's crazy. You can also go onto the actual flight company's websites and cross-check from there too. So if you wanted to find the cheapest flights, you would go on to Skyscanner in separate tabs, Skyscanner, Google Flights, and go on to the airlines websites like, I know, Air Asia, Atlantic, you know what I mean, Indigo, those sort of things. Go onto the actual website and then cross-check the prices. 24 Hid, my name is Zahid. Now, mate, now we're talking, Zahid, brother. Because I was saying 24 HID and 24 HID. Now we know. My name is Chrissy Boy and your name is Zahid. Fist bump me, brother. Good to be officially acquainted, my friend. Tommy QF, would you consider teaching in Cambodia? No, probably not. I mean, me teaching, especially if it's like, I don't know, like actual strict teaching, nah, I couldn't do it. I teach some vlogging stuff, if anyone would listen to me with that. Because there's a lot of stuff that I actually know about vlogging and marketing and socials, which I actually can't show on my channel because it is not in that niche. I'd have to start like Chrissy Boy business channel to show, you know, the results one could achieve if they vlog in and what to do with some marketing efforts that aren't on YouTube to fuel that process into a successful triangle, let's say. But anyway, teaching in Cambodia, I don't think I would teach anywhere, mate, if I'm honest. Not anymore. Whatever that subject is, I am all in on YouTube, having a laugh, and overall adventure. Yeah, I get like confused if I do too much. I get analysis paralysis, so I always tend to just stick on the straight and narrow. Like if I've got something coming here or here, and I'm on my little track, I'll just go bing, 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 and I will stay there. This is the course here, and I'm here. So if anything tries to steer me left or steer me right from my little course, they just get wabba, 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 and I can just continue to move forward. Slowly, sure, but surely also. So I think teaching in Cambodia would be one of those things that I'd have to go boom, boom, even though it might sound appealing, right? And it might pay money. Da7 Alasid 523. Sorry that I'm botching some of these names, guys. Da7 Alasadi 523. Are you planning to visit Saudi Arabia? Not at the moment, mate, if I'm honest. I'm actually not planning to visit anywhere at the moment because I'm just chilling. Sorry, I'm keeping on moving this tab. I'm just chilling after an exhausting month in India. I know, total first world problems, but it's just nice to be back in my own space, listening to my own crowded room that is my mental attic, and just having no worries at the moment. Just waking up and it being quiet, me drinking me little cups of coffee and reading my big book of Shantaram. That's like all that I want to do right now. And if I'm going to go somewhere next, most likely I'm going to go to China or Cambodia, not to teach, to explore. China, Cambodia, where should I go next? But it won't be for like 2 months. Type it in the chat. Where do you want to see Chrissy Boy go next? China or Cambodia? Chrissy Boy in China or Chrissy Boy in Cambodia? Let me know in the chat. I'll go there for probably a month, whatever one you pick. Can I do a plug again? Can I do a shameless plug For those people who don't know, I've started a Patreon. A Patreon is a page where creators sign up and they post their own exclusive content away from what they're used to posting on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or whatever else. They post it on Patreon. And in exchange, the person who wants to sign up, well, they pay the creator a little bit of a monthly fee, and they get to see vlogs and videos and other sources of content that they don't usually see. Anyway, the link is in the description and in the chat of the chat if you want to go check it out. Just go and check it out. There's like 11 exclusive stupid vlogs up there that I know you're going to enjoy. Or not. Sorry, I'm not giving a refund. Oh, Chris, mate, you're a knob. I know. I was answering a question then. So Saudi Arabia, not for a while, mate. Not because I have no interest in the country. I do. It's just not on the list of countries at the moment. First would be China, Cambodia, and then I'd also like to go to Cuba as well next year when all my South American travels resume. Yeah. Where are we now? Where are we now? Tommy Q, consider Cambodia. I will. Robin Joseph asks, have you been to Dubai? Yes, I went when I was like 9 years old to Dubai. Tell a lie. I went when I was 9 years old, and I went when I was 30 years old with an ex-girlfriend. We went to an all-inclusive resort in Dubai on the Palm for 10 nights. It was absolutely stupidly expensive. I'm not sure why I would ever go to an all-inclusive. Can you imagine me in all-inclusive? No. That's why, well, that relationship ended anyway, and I started to travel proper. Oh, mate. So yeah, Dubai. I think I stepped out of the resort like once. I didn't know what to do when I was like there. What do I do in Dubai? I haven't got money to spend on anything. So I just went to the gym like twice a day. Tommy QF, brilliant videos. Haha, we love them. You're a good person. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you. And look, I know the last few vlogs have been super mental, crazy and chaotic and almost nonsensical. Not almost, completely nonsensical. But I appreciate your compliments and time and overall support in watching them. I really do. I think it's awesome because I'm just a normal, stupid Welsh guy who started a YouTube, and now a fair few people around the world are watching the videos, and I think that's cool. I think that's cool. And those are the two latest ones, guys, if no one's seen. That is Duncan in the blue hair and myself laughing into his neck. And then the second one is, some beach stuff down in Goa, south of India. Pretty funny, actually. They're really funny vlogs, actually. I like doing the kind of fun drunken antics vlogs. I know they don't get a lot of traction, but I think those people who we have a good connection with, you and I, you really know who I am and what I'm about. I think those vlogs they're a good laugh. They're a good time. Tony Bassi, what's going on, mate? Apologies for the late hello, but slowly working the way through the chat here, mate. I hope you're well. I hope you're good. Also to you, Tony, mate. Is the donations, Tony asks, is the donations enough for rent each month? No, if I'm completely honest, but it does tie in nicely to YouTube payments, which is around £250 a month at the moment, just through the ads in YouTube. So that's why I'm going to be posting more up until the 1st of April next month, because I want to generate, more money this month, so I get paid nicely this second month, where I can afford a second month's rent in this apartment. If I can afford the rent for the month, which is for those people who've just joined, it's £270 UK, so about $320 US. It includes the bills, the water, the gas, the electricity, the blah blah blah, and Wi-Fi and food. I'd probably spend like £60 a month on food, about $80 US. So, my outgoings are very, very low because I only then have £15 of direct debits that go out of my bank account every month. And that is Canva. It's a design software. What else? GoPro footage, second one. And then a third one is paying off a past debt for £5 a month. So, you know, I just have to clear like £350 a month, and I'm okay, because this place comes with a pool upstairs, a co-working space, a gym, and also an amazing chill out area at the top. If you subscribed, if you signed up for Patreon recently, you will see the top floor of 2 videos that I put up, and also the free traveling workouts that I uploaded on Patreon today. Link in the description. So yeah, with the donations and also with the YouTube ads, I just can make it work per month, which is amazing. Project Weaver, what's going on, lad? Just want to say thank you for keeping myself and others entertained. For people like me that can't get the other side of the world right now, you do it for us and we escape reality. Mate, Weaver, Project Weaver, you're a legend, mate. Thank you so much for the kind words. I think that's awesome. Yeah, and you know, I'm not looking to be like the biggest YouTube sensation, and I'm not looking to be a like hugely rich person either. I just want freedom in time and financials where, in all honesty, I don't have to wake up in the morning and the first thing I think about is how to pay my rent. That's like it. And that does motivate me to make more and better videos. But by monetizing a little bit through Patreon and through some stuff that I'll be releasing in the next 6 weeks, that will totally take away that stress. And then mate, I'll be able to make much better, more consistent vlogs. And I love doing daily vlogs, especially in Thailand. At the moment, I'm not doing them because I'm editing a load of Indian vlogs. But when they're done, I'm going to get back to Thailand vlogs and also include a little mesh of value and entertainment. And I think, you know, to a certain extent, I do that anyway, but I think entertainment for myself in the vlogs is like 80%. And then there's some stupid value for 20%. So I'm trying to kind of like combine them with a little equal measure. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is when I'm not worrying about money, I can create more content. Tony Bassi, where's Duncan now? Duncan is in the foothills of the Himalayas up in India, in the region of Ladakh. Yeah, and he is not, my friends. He's just messaged me. He just messaged me now. He said, how's your day gone, lad? And yeah, so he is up. Look at this photo Dunk's just sent me. This was yesterday. So he is on one of the most dangerous roads in India right now. And he has been snowed into a hostel for the last 5 days. But today he got in a truck and they hitchhike styled him all the way up to this further point north of Ladakh, which is in the Indian icy snow-capped mountains. So that's where he is at the moment. Yeah, which is interesting. It's also super cool that you asked that, Tony. Duncan would appreciate that. This is the video. That's all ice and snow. That's where he is. How mental is that? And that is all like traffic there because it's just snowed in. No one can move. So he's been up there for the last week, pretty much like not being able to do anything. And he's been ill. So send him some love on his YouTube videos. And he also lost his camera the other day and then he found it. So he's waiting to get back to Bangkok to his apartment to edit the footage and then upload it to his YouTube channel. So if you're wondering why he hasn't uploaded videos, it's because of that. He wants to focus on the content. He's going to get back to Bangkok. Then he's going to edit. Then he's going to post for you legends and his own legends to watch and enjoy the content. And breathe, Chrissy, and breathe. Oh, also, this would be really helpful. I see that 30 of you are online right now watching Chrissy Boy. Hello, and thank you. Do you have any suggestions of any content that you would like to see in Thailand? That can include places. It can also include tips, tricks, and hacks. It can include accommodation, transport. It can include food. It can include whatever you want it to include. if you've got any suggestions of the stuff you would like to learn or know about in regards to Thailand over the next 60 days whilst your boy is stationed here, then please let me know. If you'd like to do so privately, you can email me. It's hello@chrissyboy.com. Or if you just want to let me know and let others know, then drop it in the chat right now. Anything you'd like to see, any vlog style, let me know. I'll scribble them down. I'll add them into a little vlog diary and I will get them done. Okay? Okay then. SNS Jerry, SNSD Jerry. How about Traveling Solo Logs? Do you know him? Traveling Solo Logs. I do not know him. Who is that? Traveling Solo Logs. Is that his actual YouTube handle? I will have a look at it right now. What's his name? Traveling Solo Logs. That's his actual YouTube handle. Traveling Solo Log. Ah, there it is. Traveling Solo Logs. No, I don't know him. And I actually have never heard of him. His name is Solomon, and he is in Malaysia at the moment, or 9 days ago he was. Traveling Solo Logs. This guy. Do you mean this guy? SNS Jerry? Seems some cool content. But no, I don't know him. Maybe in the future we'll connect. But yeah, that's cool. Good lad. Pai has redacted the message. Okay. Pi TH, Chrissy Boy. It is 20 to 3 in the UK in the afternoon. Lol face, big lol face, side lol face. Yeah, what's going on? Pi TH, what part of the UK are you in? Obviously, your boy was in Pembrokeshire in Wales on the coast. And you know what? When I was in India, I was like, I know I've committed not to go back to UK for 1 year. But, mate, at this stage, when I've got a cracked head and blood is pooling out on the floor around me, I thought, mate, I'm booking a flight back. I'm going to go back to my dad's house. I'm going to live in this spare room. I'm going to get fat off pork sausages and mashed potato. And I'm going to live happily ever after in my little room and do nothing, mate. Oh, so PTH, what part of the UK are you in? Pi, maybe. My evil gummy bit, it is 10:41 a.m. in the USA of Ohio. My evil gummy bit, right? In June or July, I've got an opportunity to come over to the US. My friend is getting married in Arizona. So if that does go ahead, would you be up for... I just scraped my foot on the fucking wood. Oh, that bad. My evil gummy bear, would you be up for saying to old Chrissy Boy, your mate, come over to Ohio and have a couple of beers and some food? That'd be cool. And then we'd be meeting in person at some stage. That'd be awesome. I can't guarantee that I'm gonna actually go to the wedding in July or June or July, but the opportunity has arisen, and I might actually go to the US this year. And I know many of you might be like, "What are you on about? Go to the US, mate? You said you've got no money." Well, my mate actually messaged me knowing that I've got no money or not much money at the moment, and he said he can help me with the flights. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to show you the message right now. Right, I'm not going to show you the actual, like... What am I going to show you? Okay, I'm not going to show you his name, but... There, right? Wait, am I giving away that? Okay, I said, money is the only limited factor. Let me know the dates, bro. And he said... I can help book the money if you need. The wedding is June the 21st on the solstice. I'm not sure what the solstice is, but that's the opportunity for me to come to Arizona this year, June 21st for a wedding, and not pay much for the flights because my friend said he'd help me with them. So where was I going with that? My evil gummy bear, if you want me to come over to Ohio and drink some Ohioan beers and eat some Ohioan food and hang out, then yeah, drop me an email or something. If it goes ahead. I'll let you know, obviously. Dejan Boskovic, are you in Thailand? I am in Thailand. Thank goodness. Thank the Thai gods. Oh my God. I'm in Thailand. I swear, I have to like pinch myself sometimes or punch myself a little bit because I'm like, oh, mate, my head's still a little bit in India, you know, on death's door. So yeah, I'm in Thailand, Bangkok, an apartment I've rented for a month. Good time, mate. Wait, I need to see if anyone's signed up for Patreon. Why isn't anyone signed up for Patreon, mate? I'm checking my insights. No one's signed up. What are you doing? We've been on live for like an hour. What are you doing, mate? Actually, three people have signed up for free and one has signed up for paid. You cheap guys. Get on over to Patreon. Just go and have a look, mate. Link in the description. Just go and check it out. Just browse on the page a little bit. See the thumbnails, the titles. See if they're a little bit like, ooh, maybe I want to pay Chris £10 a month for that. 1, 2, 3, 4. South Africa at the moment. 20 to 5 in the PM. That is cool. Just here in South Africa is a cool vibe. That's awesome. That's cool. Andrew Davis, check out Max Roving, Chrissy Boy. Yes, I have. Max Roving. He started his adventure in, he did a lot of good stuff in Pakistan. Onto it, mate. Andrew Davis. Cheers, brother. I hope you're good. Whoa, the chat is not exploding, but it's definitely going off with a bit of a boom, isn't it? It is going off with a little bit of a boom, I would say now. Give me, you know, in the, there's a box here. There's a box right here, right? There's a message box here. There's a love button there. Hit that love a minute because you can let me know then without typing that I can go and eat some food and you won't care. So hit that heart button so I know that I can get up. You just hit it a few times like this. Like this. Hit that heart button. And yeah, I'm just going to grab some food right here so you can just chill. I'll take the old headphones out so we can have a little natter. And then we will continue on. Wonderless Rennie, what is going on? What is going on? That's awesome. Wonderless Rennie, are you still here? Let me know if you're still here right now. Wonderless Rennie, let me know in the chat. Are you here? Because I got back to your email. Finally, I know it took like 1,000 days, but I got back to your email. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but yes. That would be awesome to meet up in Cambodia. And I hope you're having an amazing time in your travels. And big up, huge fist bump for doing your thing and leaving and going exploring. Absolute legend. Big up, respect for that, mate. Hit me up again on email. And at some point, I'm going to be in Cambodia. That'll be good. Now hit that heart again. I'm going to get up and make some food. Oh, mate, I swear, sitting down, this is where I like to walk. I like to walk because mate, I just don't think sitting down is a good thing for prolonged periods, is it? For those people who have to sit in an office, like kudos to you. I don't know how you do it. I have to get up from that. Oh my God, I swear, I'm broken back already for an hour sitting there. I have to get up from that thing every hour and just like move around, do a little bit of stretching, mate. And also do the old groin stretch. Ready for this? Ready for this? Hey, that ain't too bad in the splits, is it? Not too bad for a bloke to do that, eh? I can actually go a little further, but I don't want to snap my balls in half. But yeah, I have to get up and move around, mate. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say, mate. If you're not, make sure you do. All right, so have a little bit of grub then, mate. Probably just have a little snack to tie things over. Yeah, these are banging. 7-Eleven meals, mate. These are 38 baht. Stir-fried chicken and basil with rice. They're absolutely banging. So I just buy a load of them. Also, I just buy a load of these cheap, like ready boiled eggs. Oh, mate, they're banging. So, mate, I'm actually going to do something super boring and just have a few teaspoons of peanut butter. Big shout out, Jiff. Send me some money and I'll eat this peanut butter on a live for the next 1,000 days. I won't, because I don't want to be sponsored by anyone. So don't bother sending an email. All right. Mate. Sorry. Lychee. This drink, 20 baht. 20 baht is like 30 pence or something. Lychee. Full sugar, full fizz. It is banging. It is banging, mate. It's actually why I work out so much. Even though at the moment it doesn't look like it, I do. Wait until I take this top off. You'll be surprised. It's because I get to eat more food and drink more fizzy drinks. And yes, enjoy the occasional beer or 30. All right, we're back. All right, we're back in the room, people. I'm going to stay on this chat tonight until I would rather drop dead in this stupid little chair than not answer every single line of text from you beautiful legends in the chat. How about that? Mate, also, I'm going to have to change the title of this live, aren't I? Because people are probably coming onto this live thinking, oh, that knobhead Chrissy Boy is doing an interactive plan and adventure stream. Well, he's not. And it's not clickbait. I just messed it up. So I'll go back after this and I'll change the title. Right? Only if you guys drop a load of money in ManyChat. Not ManyChat. Super thanks for me. Otherwise, I'm just going to quit this live and quit YouTube. Jokes, mate. Lols, jokes, mate. Okay. Let's get back into it. Well, we got a long line of chat up here, people. That's awesome. John Greystone, what's going on, mate? Hope you're good. Hope you're good. So I was just looking at the cupboard thinking like, I probably wasn't enough food, but I'll have some more after. If you run out of funds this time, what will you do to avoid going back to the UK? Excuse me. John Greystone asks, mate, I ain't running out of funds this time. It's not happening. It happened to me last time, and it's happened to me numerous times before. And I swear I left with a completely different mindset from the UK this time. And I said I would literally go homeless in the slums of Mumbai than I would go back. And it's not because I hate the UK and don't want to see family and friends back there. That's not the thing. But I've got this thing I need to prove to myself that I've made stuff work in the past. Usually, if I set my mind on something, I can manifest and make it happen. But with the vlogging stuff, I haven't deepened that manifestation to a more powerful degree to actually make it happen. So this time round, it's happening. It's already happened. I'm just waiting for those steps to happen based on the action that I'm putting in. There is two types of people in this world. He who takes action and he who does not take action. The ones who do not take action cannot be disappointed with the results they had because the action they didn't take. I'm going to be the guy who makes this happen. I'm not going back to the UK. So I know that was a stupid kind of all-round general answer, but yeah. Cheers, John, mate. Whereabouts you living, John? Loving all the videos you said. Good stuff. I appreciate it. And what's your thoughts on Vietnam? Vietnam's cool. I've only explored Hanoi and some of the more rural regions in the north. And to be honest, most of my Vietnam vlogs were drinking beer hoi. So I like Vietnam. I just can't give a proper opinion on it, especially not a detailed one, because I spent 3 weeks in the north, but I didn't explore it to the amount that I should have. So I have to go back, as it's like a new country for me almost. because I only explored a very small part, and that exploration was pretty lazy when I was there. If anybody else is, mate, it is freezing here. Why is it so cold in here? 22 degrees. Is that cold? Mate, I am absolutely nobbling here. What are you doing, lad? 22. Turn that down, mate. Turn it off, actually. Little side quest, little sidetrack there, mate. Sorry. So yeah, Vietnam, I have to go back to explore it fully and properly. Otherwise, I'm going to be giving false opinions to those people who ask me about Vietnam. But when I was there, I thought it was cool. And the beer hoi, which is like the traditional cultural beer up in the north, mate, I've never tasted something so banging. It was so cold. It was so sparkly. It was so beautifully crafted that I was drinking it before the gym, during my workouts in the gym, and then swiftly sinking several pints after my gym session. So it turned into a little bit of a problem, this beer hoi, and then I had to leave the country. Football lover, good afternoon from me. Good afternoon to you, mate. Evening to you. Haha. How bad is the air quality? I assume you mean in Bangkok at the moment, and does it ever affect you? Or do you mean in India? I will answer for both places. Bangkok is pretty bad. You can definitely see like a huge amount of smog in the air, especially during sunset, of which I would love to take you up to a rooftop, but I can't get Wi-Fi there at the moment. But that would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Doing a rooftop live from the swimming pool with my top on, obviously, because I can't show you everything for free. Anyway, India was horrendous, especially Delhi. It's got like a air pollution index of like 700 or something, when the air index should be like in its tens. But yeah, Bangkok's pretty bad, but you can't like... In India, when you're walking down the street, you walk down the street for 30 minutes and you come back to your hostel or hotel room and you get a tissue and you snort, and it wouldn't look like that. It would look like charcoal had been rubbed all over that tissue because you had so much dirt stuck up your nose from walking down the street. Also, not just in your nose, you'd have it in your beard, in your ears, and one time, right, when I was in Mumbai, which was absolutely disgusting, it was like the second day that I was out vlogging, I was out for like 5 or 6 hours. Sorry, I got peanut butter teeth. I was out for like 5 or 6 hours. I got back to wash my hands and face in the mirror, and you see these bits, like your inner eyes here, right here, mate. They were black to the point of, honestly, they looked like mini bits of charcoal. It was all black and it was draining down my face here, but it was stuck in that part of the eye. That's how just like dusty and like there was just dirt everywhere. I'm not sure if that's pollution, but it was, yeah, there was something in the air which made me shower much more than I needed to. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm going to put this back in there now, so I need to save money on tissues. Okay. Cheers, Chris. Cheers, mate. So, football lover, I hope that's answered your question. Now I'm going to see if anyone sent me money through any super chats. Super chats, what is that? Why do I keep saying that? It's super thanks, isn't it? It's super thanks on YouTube. Right, if I don't stop procrastinating, I ain't going to be in bed until past midnight here. So let me just check Tinder and Bumble a minute. I'll be with you. I ain't joking either, by the way. I got a number. Perfect. All right, we'll cut back with her later. Putting the phone over there for now. It's coming up that time here in Bangkok. So we've been going an hour and a half. But I'll go for damn 6 hours if we need to. All right, where are we, peeps? Oh, it's all of a sudden boiling here now. Hot or cold? We'll deal with hot for the next half an hour. Tom Tab, what's going on, mate? What do you use to edit? Do you mean edit vlogs? If so, I use the Apple Mac that I'm using now. It's a laptop, and then the free editing software that is installed within the Mac that is iMovie. iMovie, that's all I use for raw edit sort of stuff that I do. I don't do any cinematography stuff or music, only on kind of piss take vlogs. So yeah, iMovie on a Mac, mate, is what I use. It's decent, it's simple, does the job. Yes, Ruben, Pino from England. What's going on, mate? I messaged you earlier, but I haven't checked my WhatsApps, but I did see that you replied. I will reply tomorrow. Yeah, the head is all good, mate. Not sure if you can see it, but it's good. It's healed. And the staples are out. I think it was like 13 staples that I had in. It was not a good time. Yeah, so feeling good, mate. And I will drop you a message back tomorrow. I appreciate the support as always and the donation. Absolute legend. Appreciate it, mate. Stillness is death. Are you back in Nonthaburi? Mate, I am. I am back in Nonthaburi. For those people who don't know where Nonthaburi is, where I live right now, and you would like to, it is not in like Bangkok specifically. I'm going to show you where it is right now on the map on the phone. I'm trying not to go on Bumble, Hinge, or Tinder as I do. Okay, so Nonthaburi is a really nice, like quiet, it's not rural, it's still like urban kind of jungle, but it's out of the main districts in Bangkok. So if you can see, Bangkok there, obviously right there, and the little blue Smurf dot is old Chrissy Boy. So you go past, which is halfway, the Chatu Chak Market, a really popular thing to go and visit on the weekends in Bangkok. And then about 15 minutes further on the Sky Train, that's where I am. So on the BTS, which is a Sky Train that leads from these areas all the way down to numerous parts of Bangkok, I'm about 40 minutes away. And I absolutely love it, mate. Because it's quiet, it's slow up here, no one bothers you. Not that you do in Bangkok, but I just feel very at home here. And I feel so peaceful. And look, I mean, listen to how quiet it is. See? It's perfect. So yes, mate, to answer your question, sorry, I'm spending like 6 minutes a piece on these questions. I'm in Nonthaburi. Right, we're going to do a little speed round. And I'm going to bowl through these comments and questions a minute. You ready? Justin Lewis, what's going on, mate? I hope you're good. Next, the Underworld Reporter. Hey, brother. Hey to you, brother. I hope you're awesome, mate. Happy Tuesday to you. Lewis Plaza. Okay, mate. Thank you for your info. Mate, thank you for listening to me. I know it's an absolute mission to listen to how much I rant. Wonderless Rennie, thank you so much again for being here. Remember me from December. I left the US. Of course I do. We should meet up in Cambodia and have some drinks. Phnom Penh is an interesting city. That's awesome. I will take you up on that for sure at some point. We were just discussing Cambodia, and there is some, and it is a place that I want and need to go to. Not need so much as much as want, but you know what I mean. Yes, I hope you're having a good time. Save some thirst for the beers from when I come over and we clang and drink. Justin Lewis, you're in China, mate? Yeah. No way. Have you moved out there or what, lad? Justin Lewis, what part of China are you in, mate? SNSD Jerry, come to New York. SNSD Jerry, right? So I might have to, not have to, I might be coming to the US in June. So what I've said to a few of you is if you're in the US and want to have like, I know, a stupid Welshman show up at your door and request to stay on your sofa for 3 nights whilst I drink your beers and eat your fridge, empty your food, then let me know. Email me because I might actually be coming to the US this year and I will happily travel to wherever you are so we can meet up in person. It'll be a good laugh. My email is hello@chrissyboy.com and I'll put that in the chat for you, chat. So yeah, I might be in the US or anybody else who just wants to hang out for a weekend or in the week, if you're unemployed like me, then let me know and we can have a chinwag over some beers, or if you're sober, a nice pint of Pepsi or Fanta or just plain iced water is fine. And yeah, wherever you are in the world, I'd be happy to come and see you. But you're paying for the flights. I'm joking. I'll pay for the flights if I can afford it. Next. So SNSD Jerry, New York would be an absolute blast. I'll take you up on that at some stage. Definitely in the summer of this year, if only cheap. Yeah. Gaia was on the chat last night, a new subscriber, I believe, or an old one who hasn't popped up on the live before the other night. She is in China, and she says it's awesome and incredibly cheap. China's small homes, Justin Lewis. Football lover, do you have ADHD? I do, and I have analysis paralysis. 100%. I've got ADHD. I've not been seen by a doctor, and I won't get seen by a doctor because I already know I've most likely got it. But yeah, ADHD, I would say that I've definitely got. But hey, I think we've all got a little bit of stupidity in us for some aspects, right? The Underworld Reporter, what's the budget saying in Thailand? I'm thinking of going to Bangkok in August. Mate, you should. It's awesome. I'm probably in all in all, I'm probably spending, I've only been here 6 days after India. And in India, I only spent £340 for the month. These random itches. Yeah, I only spent £340 in India for the month, and £60 of that was on medical treatment for the head and also for medicine. And then I would honestly say 75 quid of that was on beer, and the rest was on accommodation, transport, and food. So 340, I think, or 360. I'll have a look on my phone right now how much I spent in India. See, this is why I've definitely got ADHD, mate, because I'm off to a huge tangent, aren't I? And now I'm showing you how much I spent in India as opposed to telling you how cheap Thailand is. But I've got the awareness to know, and that's the main thing, right? Something, I guess. Yeah, how much did I spend in India? I got it right here, mates. Ha! There we are. That's my India spend. £326 in those parts of India. That's not bad, is it? Daily spend 11 quid. There it is. That is my Monzo account. You can't put it in much more clearer day than that. That's cool. 326 quid. 60 of that was on medical bills. 75 quid of that or more was on beer. The rest was on transport, accommodation, and food. Mate, that is not bad. And yeah, dotted around those places right here, mate, which was Mumbai twice, Goa once, Ahmedabad, which are these cities, Udaipur, Jaipur, and then Delhi. So I've still got a load of vlogs to put up from those places. But yeah, mate, 326 quid for the 35 days that I was there. Mate, that ain't too bad, is it? And for those people who are going to India, remember I believe this is for most countries, but they've got closed currency in India, which means you can't get Indian rupees before going to India. I think that's right. Don't completely take my word on that, but I couldn't get Indian rupees before, hence why I used my card and ATM transactions when I was there. And breathe, Chris. Breathe. Yes, so come to Bangkok Underworld Reporter. You won't spend much money, mate, if you do it right. Just don't go with any ladyboys and drink excessive amounts of whiskey or what else. That's about it. Stay away from ladyboys and whiskey. You'll be all right financially, I tell you. 1, 2, 3, 4, Cambodia. Wonderlust Rennie, Cambodia. Also on the Cambodian train. Yeah, Rennie, email me and we'll see what we can do in terms of meet up in Cambodia. That'd be fun. Whoa, we have got some chats coming in here now, eh? Justin Lewis, that's cheap. Justin Lewis, China. Justin Lewis, tiny home. Mate, are you actually in China right now? Most likely, I'm not sure on why are you actually there. But are you in China? And if so, what part are you in, mate? Gulgareshi, mate, China is a very tough place to travel. I want to avoid it. Gulgaresh, check your message on PayPal. I got back to some PayPal donations tonight. And yes, thank you very much for your donation. That was really helpful. Like I said, I used it wisely on beers and ladyboys. Appreciate it. Okay, what we got? Justin Lewis, the fighting culture, Thai fighting culture. Yeah, Muay Thai is awesome. I'm very respectable in terms of opponent respect, even though it's like the most dangerous sport in the world. It's crazy. SNSD Jerry, yes, that is a yes to coming over to see you in New York. Happy days, I'm in it. Fighty H in Cardiff, boy. Oh, mate, that's quality. Cardiff is in Wales, and it's about 1.5 hours from my family home in Pembrokeshire. For anybody who's wondering, Fighty H is from Cardiff. Big up. Project Weaver, would be good to see you go to Rawai and kick boy Dirty Sanchez style, mate. I'm not sure what that means, mate. I did laugh, but I'm not sure what it means. Go to Rawai and kickbox. Rawai. What is Rawai? Piety H, Pattaya, Boeing 747 Street Food Court. Blah! I will go there. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. Yeah, I actually don't do a lot of like food vlogs just because, well, it costs a lot of money to actually go and do a food vlog, especially with like transport and stuff. So when I get into Thailand vlogs, I'm going to be doing what you could say the very mundane daily life of Chrissy Boy living in Thailand, but full get your words out, mate. Learn how to speak. Go back to school or college, Chris, and don't get kicked out this time, mate. Try not to. I'll do some kind of daily vlogs and stuff, but also drop a load of value bombs that is not in the form of orange juice cartons, so you guys can stick around and actually learn and practically apply some stuff in your own lives when it comes to travel, maybe some other philosophical stuff that I feel like going on a tangent with here and there. Anyway, Justin Lewis, try not to come back to the UK at all. It's gone shit, in all honesty. I'd love to leave, but I have a little family here and my work doesn't allow me to escape at the moment. Mate, respect. Like, I get it. The UK is not the greatest place to live. But yeah, you've got to do what you got to do, mate, especially if you've got a farm there. Keep doing your thing, brother. The future is unwritten, eh? My evil gummy bear, that would be awesome. Take you up on that, that's for sure. Take you up on that. I'm coming to Ohio, or possibly 50-50 chance. SNSD Jerry, Traveling Solo Logs connect with Travel with Chris as well, as you can check it out. I will check it out. Travel with Chris is a good guy. I was speaking to him earlier on WhatsApp. The guy never stops, mate. He's a hard worker. Guy Voyage, hey mate, this is Gaio from last time. Oh, Gaio, what's going on? How is China? Gaio is in the chat. We were speaking the other night, and he, she, sorry, I need to, she, Gaio, you're in China right now, and you were saying how awesome and cheap it is. So yeah, keep banging on, and hopefully at the moment you're watching this live from your hostel bunk, maybe. If so, I hope you've had a great day. Happy Tuesday. 20, no, it's not 24 ahead, it's Jahid. Explore stunning temples like Doi Surep, night markets, cheap food and shopping. Do jungle treks or waterfalls, ethical elephant sanctuaries. Okay, I'll go through the chat after in my ideation phase, and I'll collect these ideas of the Thailand vlogs. I'm here in Reddit, Wonderless Runny, absolute legend. Punch Perfect. Are you hoping in capitals to become the next Kurt Kaz? Full-time channel money? No. Kurt Kaz does his own thing. You can't. Why? No. Kurt Kaz is. He's not in another niche, but at the moment he's in another niche. He's in the what do you call it? Immigration style niche. But no, I'm doing my thing. Chrissy Boy does Chrissy Boy things, mate. Justin Lewis, I do it 10 hours a day. What is that, mate? Wonderlust, I will email you so we can plan a get together in Phnom Penh. I plan to be here for a while. Just arrived on the 21st of March. It is the 24th of March now. Okay, I'll take you up on that. We'll arrange something. Punch Perfect, go Philippines, link up with the Van Boys, get some subs. Mate, I don't really care about subs, I'll be honest. Subs do nothing. I mean, they're good, but mate, like 80% of my subs or more don't watch videos. So subs is not the be all and end all of YouTube. And those numbers can just get to you. So it's not that I don't care about subs, but I don't look at subs. I pretty much look at the interaction when I'm doing lives, comments, and emails that I receive of people who are enjoying my videos and people who sign up to my Patreon for raw behind exclusive videos, mate. Link in the description. Check it out. It's a good time. And the videos that you're not going to see on YouTube. Shameless plug, mate. Shameless plug. What we snacking on, mate? Justin Lewis. I was just eating like peanut butter Jif, mate. Extra crunchy to get some calories in. I need to get a little weight on this frame after I lost stone in India. White Wolf, what's up, bro? Loving the content so far. Trying to get the misses into buying and selling. Any advice on what markets to get into? White Wolf, are you talking about content creation, selling, digital marketing, or are you talking about physical products? When it comes to both, before I started my physical products business years and years ago, when I was selling sports supplements on Amazon, that was a physical products business, kind of on the forefront of the sales. But then there was a lot of digital marketing that I had to do on the back end in terms of the setup for the Amazon FBA page of how people are going to buy, the psychology, but you know, in the words of the sales text. So there's a difference, right? What you're selling, something digital or something physical. But definitely it's the right time in the world to get into some online stuff. And, you know, in the next few months, you're going to see Chrissy Boy's bank account explode, mate. I'm going to sell to everyone. No, I'm not. But it's like, you know, it's an easy way online if you know what you're doing and you're strategic and patient and you don't mind eating shit for a while in terms of content creation to gain an audience and trust and, you know, all of that stuff. Or you ignore the content creation side of stuff and you just go and sell a physical product on Amazon, because look at how much business Amazon generates, where you can have a product and you don't even have to see that product to sell it to someone. Amazon will take care of that for you. FBA, fulfillment by Amazon. You have a product like so that you want to sell that is made in a warehouse away from where you live by a supplier. You design the label, you tell them what product you want, you buy that product at their cost. Say we're buying this orange juice for 10 pence and the orange juice is in there. Drink that vitamin C, and then once it's done at the warehouse of your supplier, they send it directly to Amazon for 500 units, usually as a minimum order quantity. And then you, as the owner of that business and product, will have your Amazon page set up with the listing all done, the words, the key features, the photos, the videos, all of that stuff. And then from there, you'll place that product page live, you will generate reviews, and then from there you will gain millions, if not tens or hundreds of millions of impressions. And then when people click on your page, then hopefully your sales page is adequate enough to make that person click the buy button. That's what I did for years. 3 or 4 years I did this through Amazon, made a bunch of money, 1.8 million in revenue to be exact over that period. And that's all I did. I created products and I made sales pages and I converged them to sell through Amazon UK, Amazon Europe, and Amazon US. Made a bunch of money. Yes, I bought a supercar. I lived in like a penthouse and I flew to Europe just to taste the different countries' foods every weekend. But I didn't know how to manage business. And then it all went downhill, like kaboom, downhill. The supercar got repossessed. I moved out of the apartment. I fled to America and overstayed my visa and almost got in trouble. Anyway, that's kind of how I moved into the second phase before I started traveling, which was CrossFit. Long story, I'll go into it in another video. So definitely White Wolf, get the misses into buying and selling. If you need any advice on the Amazon stuff, I'd be happy to jump on a call. I'll probably charge for it, if I'm honest, because because it's some valuable advice and make you a load of money. So yeah, let me know. Email is hello@chrissyboy.com. Justin Lewis, yeah, that old chestnut, clickbait. Welcome, watcher. 22 is warm. It is quite warm, isn't it? Mate, it's already baking hot in here now. It's baking hot in here, mate. And studies have been done as when it's evening, you should cool the temperature of your bed and room because you sleep better. And then in the day, you should have the place hotter too. I'm not sure why, but anyway, I think the coldness helps people sleep better. Where is best to donate? Justin Lewis, mate. Where is best to donate? You can either donate through, brother. You can sign up to the Patreon, where there's a few levels. If you want to go and check that out in the description or the link in the chat. Or what people do, sorry, that was me getting up a video to get my PayPal, is, and I'm not like, I was scared of doing this before because like people, I just thought people just would be off put by donations. But anyway, I put in the chat my PayPal, and you know, people send me PayPal donations. So another way to do it is through PayPal. And you know, I used to be kind of like a little guilty of pushing that, but at the end of the day, like we said the other night, Justin, mate, you get it. If I don't monetize, then I don't do lives. If I don't monetize, I don't make videos. If I don't monetize, then I can't hold this weight of the YouTube channel up, and it's going to fall down, it's going to crumble. So when people ask for donations, in terms of providing one, then I don't mind giving the link for that person to do it. Anyway, enough blabber. I always waffle. I'm waffling. Thank you for the donations. I appreciate you. PyTH. What the fuck? I just saw a massive Tesco sign in Nonthaburi. What? What do you mean? You saw a Tesco sign in Nonthaburi? That is mental. I'm super confused. You're in Tesco in the UK and you saw a sign in Tesco for Nonthaburi in Thailand? Because that's strange. That's really strange. Because obviously I'm in Nonthaburi. CNSD Jerry, I'm so down for me to come over to New York. I'm in. I'll check my emails tomorrow to see if anyone's emailed me or donated. Idea for a video series, says Project Weaver. Example, Bangkok to Phuket with no money. Simon Wilson done something similar about 6 years ago. That would be good. Some great interactions and situations. Good idea. I was also going to just like hitchhike to Pattaya, have a night out, try to like sleep somewhere with no money, and then hitchhike my way back the next day. I thought that would be cool too. That's a good idea. I appreciate it. Welsh van life. What is going on? Anywhere, anyone with the name like Welsh or Wales in it, I'm in, mate. I'm in for all the other names too. But when it comes to Wales and Welsh people, we're a good crack, aren't we? We're different to the English. We're less serious. And we just like having a good time, us Welsh lot. Were you born in Wales, bro? Welsh fan life asks. Shout out from Pontardawe. We watch you constantly. Oh, mate, that's quality. That's quality. Big shout out to you, mate, and the whole fam gang you've got going on. Your family. I'm on about shouting out to your family and yourself, mate. I appreciate it. That's awesome. Welsh, mate. Pontardawe. That's so cool. At some stage, I'll be back in Wales, mate. Probably like in the new year of 2027. I know it's a long way off. And if I don't die, I will be back in Wales and we can fist bump, have a beer, eat some food, and have a general knockabout. Innit? So thanks for being here and thank you for the support of watching. I think that's awesome. SNSD Jerry, you sent me an email. That's awesome. Thank you in advance. For those people who have just joined, who are wondering, because I've asked, breathe and then you speak, Chris. You don't speak and breathe because you mess up the words. First, you take just 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And then you think. Next sentence. Okay. And this is the amount of money that I spent in India for those people who have emailed and also commented in videos inquiring about that amount. But £326, which is probably like $380. Average daily spend, £11.60. 31 transactions across 5 different places in India. That was like 45 days in India, 326 quid. It's not bad, is it? SNSD Jerry, let me check to see if I've got your email, my friend. Like I said, I have got an opportunity to come over to America in like end of June. I'm not sure if it's going to go ahead just because of like flights and stuff. But if it does, then thank you very much for hosting me. I've got your email, mate. It's right here. That's awesome. Okay, perfect, bro. I won't read that aloud, but I will message you back tomorrow. And thank you so much to Project Weaver. If you're still in the chat, let me know. Drop a heart, mate, if you're still in the chat, because you've just signed up to Patreon as a member. You absolute legend, mate. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And you've actually signed up for the general support tier, so I really appreciate that. That's just like putting the money in my pocket without me having to do anything every single month. So I appreciate that, mate. I can buy like 3 beers with that money a month, or I can buy like 8 meals from 7-Eleven for that money that you've just signed up for. I really appreciate that, Project Weaver. Thank you so much, mate. Yeah, thank you. I really do appreciate it. I think that's awesome because, you know, a lot of like YouTube gurus, the ones who teach YouTube, they will say, and I've watched these videos and I've watched them many times, they will say, just post your videos anyway. No one cares about you. No one cares about your videos. No one cares, and blah, 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 blah. And I used to think that. I was brainwashed into thinking like, do you know what? Just post videos, and which you should to a certain aspect. But people do care. People do care about the creator and their content. Otherwise, you won't get people asking to send you donations, for example, Justin, and also people such as Project Weaver as a prime example right now who have signed up for Patreon, which is amazing. So people do care about the stuff. And I just think that's awesome. I've got a warm heart and I've got a lot of time for you guys. And in any way that you can support this channel, being it just watching in terms of your time or sending me £1,000 so I can fly to America in June of this year, then I appreciate it. And that gratitude stretches far beyond the boundaries of this crazy world that we're living in. So thank you so much. People do care, you stupid YouTube guys. Project Weaver, thank you again. Watson Joss 02. Hopefully I can find myself to quit my job and go on an adventure this year. I would love to help you plan that adventure, mate. What Joss 02. If you're serious about that and you really want to construct something, I'd be happy to help you, right? Construct something free of charge, because I just want to deliver some epic value to some people. Free of charge, I'll help you construct your perfect adventure. Whatever budget you're on or not on, whatever country or countries you'd like to go to, let Chrissy Boy help you. Let's plan something out. We'll sort your flights, accommodation, your transport, activities, your food, and all of that good stuff. If anyone wants me to help them plan out their adventure, I've been traveling now for the last decade, the last 10 friggin' years. I've covered all continents except Antarctica, and I've covered a huge amount of countries. I've got experience, even though I appear like an absolute, clueless idiot most of the times in the vlogs. There's a lot of stuff that you don't see. I'd be happy to help you if you did want Chrissy Boy to help you plan your next adventure and travels. Let me know, email me. That gives me a little buzz of excitement, because any pain points that you might have about finding flights or what you do when you're actually traveling, I would like to give you that information, and I think that would be really helpful, and it's just a cool thing. Justin Lewis, I work on a sharing office 10 hours a day. That's what you meant about the 10 hours a day thing, mate. Fair play to you, bro. Like 10 hours a day. I mean, we've been sat here now for an hour, 57 minutes, 33 seconds. And like, I'm already rounded like this, So yeah, good on you. Good on you. And thank you everyone for your time, because we've been sticking now for nearly 2 hours. So those YouTube gurus can just go, yeah, people care, mate. Yeah. Vix7097. Hi, Chris. Loving your India content and your raw videos. Show it to how it is and your character. Bang on, mate. From Vix7097. Thank you so much. I know, some of the vlogs are very chaotic and boozy, but, I like to have a good time. And I'm not afraid in saying that I like to party, especially with my best mate Duncan. Like, if you were to hang out with Duncan for a day, trust me, you wouldn't want to leave his side. He is an absolute legend of a laugh, a top bloke, and when we're together, we just have the best of time. And there are so many memories that we've created from just taking action of having a great time together, and there is no regrets. And I know when it is time for me to go to the big sleep and I'm on my deathbed, I know that the things I'm going to reflect on is the people that I've been around and the experiences that I've had with them. And it's with my brother, with Duncan, and hopefully with you guys in the future that all of that stuff makes sense in the final minutes of my life. That is negative. No, it's not. It's real, but it is a little dark, isn't it? It is a little dark at bang on 11 p.m. here in Bangkok for me, and whatever the time is, and wherever you are with you guys. Yeah, Vix7097, thank you. That's awesome. Bang on to you too, mate. Zero hacks 6076 zero hacks. How's the hangover, mate or man? Mate, man, it is rough. When I am hungover, I tell you, I am hungover to the dog shed, in and out and back out, mate. I am like, I mean, it's totally worth it because like I wake up after a big boozy night, usually like don't know where I am, and the first thing I look for is my camera, because at the moment I'm in this huge stage of just taking the camera wherever I go and filming everything, right? So I'm like, if I haven't got the camera on me, I worry about like, oh my God, first of all, what did I record last night? Second of all, this is going to be so awesome when I upload it to YouTube. People are going to love it. And then if I haven't got that camera, I freak the fuck out and I'm like, fuck me, I lost my camera. Anyway, the hangovers are bad, mate. I have to walk them off like 8 hours and not speak to anyone, and then just go back on the booze to sort them out. Justin Lewis, he's not asking for handouts. I'm offering as he provided me with good content. Justin Lewis, absolute legend, mate. Let me know where you're at in the UK, bro. We can have a chinwag if you like. Drop me an email or WhatsApp you. I've been WhatsApping people all day, actually. I WhatsApp people. That's kind of how I fill my time as well. I just WhatsApp people. Not like all the time, but people who, you know, who do message me through email and stuff. And my brother and Duncan and friends here and there and everywhere. Yeah. Anyway, email me first. hello@chrissyboy.com. It's called Paying the Worth. Justin Lewis, mate. You're going to you'll be all right, mate. You'll be all right. Hopefully that 10 hours a day drops to 8 hours a day soon in that office chair, though, lad. Got to watch that back, mate. Pay to H. No, I was on Google Images for Nonthaburi and someone took a photo of the Tesco sign. Go see what meal deals they've got. That's funny. That is funny. You will not believe like how, I mean, if you've been to Thailand and traveled here, you will believe it because it's the way it is. But my goodness, mate, like how affordable Thailand is in comparison to Europe and the UK, right? So we've got Thailand is down here in terms of, no, it's up here in terms of affordability. The UK and Europe is down here, right? I'm not sure where the US fits in there. Maybe it's like down here, a little bit lower than the UK. But mate, you got Thailand here on a form of inexpensiveness. You then, because there's obviously different levels to cheapness and lots of money, you've got India above Thailand. And I can tell you what, India is the cheapest place that I've ever traveled. I mean, I probably wouldn't have spent 200 quid in 35 days if it wasn't for medical bills for my head. And that is mental. And I probably could have spent less, probably 150 quid in a month, which is absolutely insane. Little story. I went to get my head bandaged, right? After the fall, I got it cleaned and bandaged. And I've got a video of this coming up in the next week. It took about 30 minutes. And I went to the payment desk, the reception, and I said, Namaskar. And she said, Namaskar. And I said, Mera naam Chris, aapka naam? Which is, what is your name? And she said, something that I can't remember. Anyway, I said, Kitna rupee, which is how much is this treatment? And I wasn't exactly nervous of how much this treatment's going to be because it was only shy of £40, $50 total for my hour surgery in the hospital a week prior. So she said, 20 rupees, please. And then I blinked about 1,000 times, leant forward and said, excuse me? She said, 20 rupees, and then sighed, probably called me an idiot inside her head, and then checked down to look at some paperwork. 20 rupees, guys, is 16 pence UK. the equivalent in US as 20 cents. 30 minutes of treatment with doctors and nurses bandaging up my head after cleaning it was 16 pence. 16 pennies and 20 cents. I've got this on video as actual footage proof because I knew it was going to be cheap, and I was just blown away by how cheap it actually was. It was insane. Though I might put that video on Patreon, so you have to sign up and pay me £5 a month to watch it. But it depends what mood I'm in the next few days, mate. But it's mental, isn't it? Like cheapness of India is up here. Pakistan was mental. I only spent £240 in Pakistan for like 34 days. But I think India is cheaper because of all of the surgery and medicine that I had to spend out of that £360 for 35 days. So Pakistan is probably like here. India is here on cheapness, but it comes with prices for that cheapness in terms of, I'm not going into it. Cherry Blossom, I am in the same situation, have been in a rut in the UK since my early 20s and have only 1 year left me within to tolerate staying in the hope of circumstances. Sorry, I can't read at the moment. It's not your writing, it's my reading. I'm going to repeat that. I'm in the same situation, Cherry Blossom says, have been in a rut in the UK since my early 20s. I've only 1 year left within me to tolerate staying in the hope of circumstances change as I would love to settle down. I feel you. I feel you. Cherry Blossom continues and says, and have kids. Otherwise, I would just get a one-way ticket abroad now. I'm in my late 20s. I feel so old. Mate, I get you. But look, we all live these lives, right? It is, at the end of the day, we're here, and at some stage, we're not going to be here. So whatever life we have to try and enjoy it, whatever the circumstance. And I know, if you watch a lot of YouTube and travel vlogs, and it looks all dandy and sunshine and rainbows all the time, to give a little bit of honest kind of, not advice, but just real talk is, being abroad is great. Traveling is great. Thailand is great. But they're also, with travel and all of the glamours that appear to come with it, it's not all glamorous. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. There are some days where I wish that I could just be back at home in Wales, chilling with my dad and his dogs and my brother, and having a very stable routine, not having to worry about money, and working in a coffee shop for 8-10 hours a day, and maybe get a nice looking missus along the way. So there's these things that I think about too, right? So you're wanting the life that I do, and I love the life that I'm living, but also there is an aspect of me being very envious of what you've got. I don't think, to a certain extent, the grass is always greener on the other side, but there is a life that we are all living, whatever that life and circumstance is, and we have to try and enjoy it if we are, in a way, stuck in it. So in a way, I'm stuck in this traveling lifestyle, which kind of takes away from long-term relationships. Everything is very single-serving for the most part. Single-serving women, single-serving meals in the fridge, single-serving apartments, single-serving flights, single-serving this, that, and a lot of other things. So I think we have to appreciate the things we have and the people around us, and not always look for more or different things, because within itself, that can sidetrack and kind of disappoint us and also upset us. So I just try and look at, this is the life that I'm living. Yes, there could be other things that I want to do, other people that I want to see, another routine that I'd like to live at certain times, but this is my life, and I'm going to try and enjoy it as much as I can. So that's one of those little philosophical Chrissy Boy rants that probably makes a lot of sense in my small little head, but to you guys might not make sense. But I just wanted to, I'm not sure, instill a little bit of faith and hope into whatever people are doing and their circumstances. Anyway, Cherry Blossom. Sorry guys, I got an itchy left ass cheek. I've heard India, the south, is meant to be nice, like Sri Lanka. I've been there before. It was lovely. Cherry Blossom also says, I want to do Vietnam. I also want to do Vietnam. And yes, the south of India, I believe, is nicer. Goa was nicer than Mumbai. But I have not been to Sri Lanka, though I've heard it is really nice. I'm just not prepared to jump on a plane anywhere for the next 20 days, 2 months. Not for 2 months, mates. Not for 2 months. Thailand has become a bit chavvy with the crowd that go there. Yeah, I agree. Thailand can get very chavvy, especially like, you know, on the islands and some parts of Chiang Mai. Obviously not in Pai, because that's a very hippity-dippity, tree-licking community up there. But for the most part, it's awesome. And if you're in a part where I am, well, in an apartment, 30 minutes north of the chaos, then, I tell you what, it's absolute bliss. My long-term goal of the next 12 months is to secure Thailand's DTV visa, which you have to prove you've got like 10 grand in your account. But you can stay in Thailand for 5 years with 180-day stays at a time before you have to go to a certain country and then come back in within 24 hours if you want. So I'm looking to do that, which only costs £300. But yeah, that's why you guys need to send me 10 of you guys, all right, need to send me £1,000 each, and I can apply for or 20 of you. Let's do 20 of you, right? 20 of you send me 500 quid, right? PayPal is in the chat, and then I'll apply for my DTV visa. I'll buy this apartment. I'm not sure how I'm going to buy it, but let's say I do. And then we can live happily ever after, making daily vlogs in Thailand. What an investment in the Chrissy Boy enterprise that would be, eh? Project Weaver, thank you so much again, absolute legend. Cherry Blossom, you have a nice vibe, by the way, full of energy. Some would say that I am far too full of energy and I'm annoying, aka Curly Kid Life. Duncan, my brother, and also me, myself, and I. And I shouldn't have this much energy at this time after a 2 hour and 10-minute live, which is the longest live we have done in the last 3 or 4 consecutive days of going live on YouTube every single night, my friends, at 9 p.m. Thailand time. So note that in the diary. Every night we're going to go live 9 p.m. Thai time, whatever that time is with you. Well, we went live 2 hours ago. From whatever time it is now with you at this current stage in the country you're in, go back 2 hours, and that's the time that we're doing a live every single night on YouTube. How long for? You tell me. Or, I don't know, like until we get bored, something like that. Yeah, all right. Justin Lewis sent you a little PayPal with a message of confidence. No, you didn't, did you? Also, let me read your second message before I check. And thank you on live. I'm based in Glasgow, mate. I'm from South London and moved away from the rat race. Mate, that's awesome. I was in Glasgow like before India. Did you see the vlog? I was like traveling up to the Highlands and I went up to Glencoe. They're like a silly batch of Scottish vlogs where I traveled from North England up to Edinburgh and then through the Highlands. And I passed through Glasgow. I was there for like a day. Mate, that's awesome. When I'm back in Scotland, I've got some people to visit, some birds and also some friends. So let's definitely meet up. That would be amazing. Yeah, mate. Justin, let me actually show you, bro. For those people who don't know, I was in, do you care? Maybe you do care. I was in the UK doing vlogs around the UK for like 6 weeks before I flew to India because, guys, right, wait, bros. This one, Justin, mate. This one here. Go back 2 months and it was broke in Britain heading to the Scottish Highlands, and then also these are all from Scotland. They're really weird vlogs, but I thought like I was doing voluntary experience in Scotland, so I thought I'd vlog it anyway. So these ones are Scotland and a few of them are in Glasgow. This one right here. So yeah. And then I was in Italy before, actually, doing a voluntary experience for 3 weeks in the Italy Dolomites. And mate, it was awesome. The best experience that I've had volunteering like ever. For like 3.5 weeks, I spent no money. 3 meals a day. I washed dishes for 2 hours a day. And I was with the best people on earth, except you guys. All right, so they were the second best. You're first best. Justin, sorry, mate. My ADHD is caught up with me. Let me have a little check-see on that PayPal. Make sure you sent me £1,000, mate. Wow, nah, mate, you haven't. We've had 5 emails. You're nuts, guys. You're nutters, mate. Justin, mate, that is awesome. I really, really appreciate that. And if you're not seeing a little glint in my eyes, I'm, yeah, well, that is my sign of appreciation, mate. Thank you so much. That is from Justin Lewis in the chat, mate. He lives in Glasgow. He gave up the rat race from London, and now he's in Scotland. He is going to come and visit old Chrissy Boy in Bangkok very soon. Hey, Justin, bring out £1,000 with you then, mate, as well. No, I'm joking, mate. Thank you so much for that donation through PayPal. You absolute legend. Thank you. Amazing. And, you know, through this sort of kindness and support, I can create these videos all the time, be it entertaining, be it stupid entertainment, or I can provide more value on a consistent basis. This is what I want to do for myself and for you. This is the thing. Like, why can't a lot of people understand it? I want to just make enough money, mate, through YouTube ads, donations, and a product that I'm putting together for the next 6 weeks, so I don't have to fucking stress my Welsh tatters off, mate, and I can make better content. So Justin, also Project Weaver, and the guys who have sent me an email through the last 2 hours and 15 minutes of our chat, big up, Razor, mate. Brat, thank you so much. Like, the gratitude stems far and wide, you absolute legends. Thank you so much. And anybody who just wants to chat, drop me an email, hello@chrissyboy.com. We'll get on the WhatsApp. We'll have a little chinwag. You can be at your place. Chrissy Boy will be at his place. You can have a beer at yours. I can have a beer at mine. And we can chat a good chat over a video or a voice note or whatever it is. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. And yeah, Justin, next time I'm back in Scotland, mate, which probably will be just after January, because I'd like to go back there and see some peeps, including yourself now. Absolute legend. Yeah, I'll let you know. Rohan Chetan, brother, why did you put regret in the tattoo vlog? Brother, oh, other arm. Why did I put regret? Because there is something to do with conflict that gets people to click through your vlog more. And, you know, instantly when I woke up in the morning, there was a little bit of pang of regret, just because I'm like, I got another tattoo and I didn't think about it. And also, is it going to get infected? So you could say about that was a little bit of regret, but not enough as much as I knew that, you know, people would just think when they see regret to click the vlog more than the word not being there. When it comes to YouTube, you either do YouTube properly or you don't. The most important thing when it comes to YouTube is twofold. Number one, the title, and number two, the thumbnail. At the end of the day, you can have the best content in the world. It could be the best vlog on YouTube, which has over 20 million uploads every single day, which is super overwhelming, I know. But if people don't see it and click it, well, guess what? They don't watch your vlog. And to be able to put together a good thumbnail and title that coerces together and makes sense when people click through, that is super, super duper friggin' massively important. So for those people into the whole content stuff, or wonder why a thumbnail looks the way it does and it looks so inviting for you to click on, it's because that is the whole essence of YouTube. If you don't click, you don't watch. And that's why sometimes people add in conflict and drama, because it's high CTR, which means a high click-through rate of your video to get someone's attention to watch. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I kind of have picked up with YouTube that I don't talk about or teach just because I'm not in that niche. But yeah, MPM, going to interview right now in California, listening to Chrissy Boy. That is quality, mate. That is quality. What part of Cali are you in? Look, if you're in America, I might be coming over at the end of June. If you've got a free sofa or a spot on the floor, heck, I'll even sleep in a dog bed, mate. Well, let me know, because maybe I can come and have a couple of beers at your place. MPM, but what is the interview? What are you going for, mate? And what part of California are you in? Thank you for your time listening, Chrissy Boy. I know he's annoying, and sometimes, yeah, he's really annoying and intolerable. I appreciate your time and energy and focus in listening to the swat. So, Justin Lewis, not quite £1,000. Hey, mate, still not bad. So I appreciate it. I really, really do. I know I keep saying it like a broken record, but honestly, in some of the situations that I've got myself financially, every little helps when it comes to being able to afford this apartment, which is bringing me so much joy and happiness right now, because I'm able to sit here without worry and do these lives every night, work on the vlogs for the day of India, and plan the Thailand vlogs to come. So thank you so much. OnePlus Rene, hello. I'm emailing you within the next week, and we can make tentative plans for meeting up in Phnom Penh. Can't wait to party. You get ready. You'll have to put your party pants on, Rennie, because when Chrissy Boy gets there is no holding back. Deal? Deal. Okay. MPM, what do you just got video editing? What do you just got video editing? If you mean what do I use for video editing, MPM, also, mate, good luck in the interview. I hope you're taking a job that you want to go in and love, or the prospect of loving, and they're paying you at least $1 million a year. MPM, what do you just got video editing? So if you're referring to what I use for editing on my Mac laptop, I use the free software that is iMovie. And then if you're wondering about what I actually shoot with, I shoot all of my content with this thing right here, which is as small as my hand, and it is a GoPro 12. GoPro 12. Sorry, you can't really see it the way I'm holding it, but that is how I shoot. And you see those little things on the bottom of the Progo on its ass? Well, that then goes into the selfie stick, which I hold. So I just hold it, and then that is a tripod where I put it up in still shots. For those people wondering, yeah. And if your question is threefold, and it is what vlogs am I editing currently? Well, I'm still editing the remaining 12 vlogs from the recent India adventure. MPM, I hope that answers your question. I just answered 3 potential of your questions in one. So yeah, good luck with the interview as well, mate. And yeah, clear some stuff on the sofa in California so I can rest my head when I come over there. Rene, I was still in the US, I'd show you Texas. If I was still in the US, I'd show you Texas. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, Rene, email me, and yeah, we'll put something together. We'll get on WhatsApp on a call or something. I also would love to go to Texas, but I will do the US properly in June when I have more money. For sure, for sure, for sure. Also, if you're in chat now, list like a country that you've been longing to go for, longing to travel to, but you haven't had the opportunity to do so. For me personally, I would love to go to Hawaii and Cuba. I would love to just go to Hawaii and Cuba, not necessarily to like film, but just to go and experience like local life there and slow travel, mate. I want to slow travel my absolute Welsh ass off, not sprint around the world and get tired and sick of people for doing so. I want to go to a country, I want to spend a lot of time there, and I want to slow ass travel. That is an amazing way to do it. Not like spend a month and travel 4 or 5 countries. Travel. It's like, mate, go to one country for 3 months, really get to know the culture, the people, the food, fall in love with it. Fall in love with it and explore it so much that you wouldn't blink and move to that country. Yeah. Mohammed, what's going on, mate? Mohammed 35. Hi, we're in Goa. Were you in that 2 idiots? Mate, that is funny. Mohammed asks, where in Goa were you in that 2 idiots dancing video? So Mohammed is referring to today's second vlog that I've posted on the channel, which is that top one right there. 2 idiots go mental at a Goa beach party. Mate, that was in Aramble, if I'm pronouncing that right. Aramble in Goa. And there was some party that was like kicking off on the side of the beach. Duncan and I went for beers, and then we ended up just like getting into the mixer. I passed out after having like a fight with this group of Indian men, chased by policemen, and then getting what happened? I passed out after getting chased by a policeman and ended up on the beach the next day. So yeah, that was in a ramble, mate. What Joe's emailed me. Thank you very much, bro. I appreciate it. Rep. How come you only have 2 videos in your Indonesia playlist? Why so few? I explained this earlier, Lorenzo. That question was from Lorenzo EQT. How come you only have 2 videos in your Indonesia playlist? Mate, I just didn't enjoy the country. My brother and I just didn't vibe with it. So I only ended up vlogging twice just because I was I know it was just a difficult place to vlog in. And plus I didn't vibe with it. So I just didn't vlog. So I ended up only doing the 2 vlogs in Indonesia. Sorry if you would have liked to see more, but I only went to, I went to many places. I was going to tell a lie then. I went to Bali, I went to Lombok, I went and climbed Parasingan Mountain, but I just didn't pick up the camera. I had a hard month in Pakistan a month prior. I knew I was going to Australia after, so maybe some part of me wanted a little bit of a resting face squashed in the middle of those countries. But to be honest, I just didn't really enjoy the country. The infrastructure of the roads was not walking friendly. I didn't enjoy the food. It was cheap, but it was bland. And the locals, for me, this is my truth, just weren't that interactive. So that's why I only filmed 2 vlogs in 35 days of me being in Indonesia. Cold to Crown. Hello to you, brother or sister. Sorry, or not sorry. Not so noob travel. What's going on? Cuba looks pretty great right now. I mean, I'd love to travel to Cuba in any circumstance, if I'm honest. I think it would be an absolute vibe. I would love to learn about the country, and also for Chrissy Boy to Chrissy dog. I was going to say then. I'm a bit of a dog sometimes, I guess. For Chrissy Boy to practicar el español, pero ahora mi español es muy malo porque yo no he practicar en español por más tiempo. Something like that. I'd been learning Spanish for a year and a half before I went to Peru, before I went to Central America, where I actually went to Spanish school in Guatemala for 3 weeks. And then I'm starting to lose my Spanish now. So I need to go to a Latin American country to keep that up, or continuamos mi español. That is not a word. It's not going to work, mate. It's not going to work. MPM, Central Valley near Sacramento, but 2 hours from San Francisco. Job is for the state hospital. Professional paper pusher. Wouldn't mind getting telly with you, no diddy. That is quality now, mate. Well, hey, it sounds MPM, you're full of spirits and energy right now, mate. So keep doing your thing. Go in there and absolutely bosh the interview, mate. You're going to get it. Go in the mindset. You're going to get the job. You've already got the job. You've just got to go and say hello to the interviewer and be like, look, mate, MPM's here now. Hand over the paperwork. I'll sign. When do I start? Also, I want a pay rise from day one. Pay me right and I'll do the job right. Project Weaver. I want to come back to Thailand again. When I was there in 2012 in Patong, we got caught in the Indian Ocean earthquake. Mate. There were tsunami warnings. We had to fly back to Bangkok. Holiday was cut short. That is wild. Project Weaver, mate. Is Patong in Phuket? Is that in Phuket? Mate, that's a pretty wild time, but that is a pretty cool story, I must say. I'm pretty envious of that story. Anything when you pass from a near-death experience, I think is pretty cool. Not so cool at the time, of course. It's terrifying. But yeah, mate, come back to Thailand, Project Weaver. You'll have an absolute blast, mate. Absolute blast. Hopefully soon, I'm going to be in Thailand probably 2 or 3 times this year at different parts. My brother is coming over to Thailand actually in September. We're going to have an absolute blast, mate. Travel all over Thailand for a month. But in between, I'll probably be in Cambodia, Vietnam, China, and I would like to do the Philippines. But this all depends. All depends on this. No, it doesn't depend on this. It depends on how much, Chrissy Boy, effort and time you're willing to put into your craft, you knobhead. It's not to do with this. You are the funnel that makes the cashola. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. That's the way to go in with it. If you want to do something, the something that you want to do is not the problem. You are the problem. So, Chrissy Boy, mate, it's all on you, my mate. MPM, lol, Cuba has energy crisis because no oil has been delivered for the last 2 weeks. That is mental. That is mental, mate. Not so noob travel. If you could go to any place and experience it for the first time, where would you choose? Not so noob travel. That's a good question. If I could go for anywhere at the moment and experience for it for the first time, where would I choose? Great question. When I have questions like this or thoughts to myself about these things, like countries I haven't been to and countries I'd like to go to, if at the moment it was regardless of finances, where would I go and why? So I like to just get the map up at this point, get the whole world map up on my phone, and I just kind of flick through places. So do you know what? I would love to go to, which is actually nearby. It's not neighboring nearby, but it's nearby, is Japan. I would love to go and explore Japan for like 3 months. I think that would be incredible. So many people who have traveled there and who have traveled widely have said Japan is their favorite country. And I think it would be absolutely incredible to travel there. So hopefully in the next year, you and I, we can go and travel Japan. So that is my answer, mate. Not so noob travel. Japan, because I just think it's in a league of its own in terms of like the futuristic element and some of the stuff they do and eat and the respect of the culture, the cleanliness and some of the laws there, I think would be amazing. And some of the underground scenes with like Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious, it would be awesome. What about you? Not so noob travel, and everyone else in the chat, you absolute legends. Where would you like to go? What places, mate? I know I've plugged it about 50,000 times, but a lot of people do ask me in the comments and email about other content. So if you'd like to see other raw, exclusive, behind-the-scene content that is not being posted on my YouTube channel right now, you can go and have a look at the Patreon I've started, where I post like raw vlogs that you haven't seen before. There is a link in the chat at the top, pinned message, or a link in the description. Just go and check it out. It's £5 or £10 a month, £10 for the vlog tiers, £5 for general support. That's enough being said on that. I've plugged it way too many times. Just go and check it out. See if it's for you. That's another mode of support. But yeah, I also would like to go to the Philippines too. I think that is calling my name a little bit. I'm not sure how expensive the Philippines is in comparison to like Thailand or Vietnam. I've heard it's one of the most expensive Asian countries. I'm not sure. I know Marco Romes, my mate, has spent a lot of time there, and he said certain parts were expensive. But I would like to go and explore the Philippines. This is the thing when you're traveling. Like, there's so many places you can go. It's just like you need to be settled and enjoy the place that you are, and not worry about the place that you are going all the time. It throws you off, mate. Yeah. Where are we? Guys, we're going to do like more, but I'm just going to get a drink because this is empty. Just going to get a drink, bros. Stay. Oh, mate, I cannot stop drinking this. I'll tell you now. Oh, mate, salty lychee for like 40 pence, this massive bottle. Mate, if I could explain the taste, I would. Well, it's salty lychee. It's absolutely banging. I'm going to be pissing all night now if I keep drinking this. Oh, mate, I love this apartment. I need to do everything in my power to stay here for 2 or 3 months, I tell you. Except steal, obviously. I'm not going to steal, but I'll definitely accept donations. Yes, peeps, we're back in it. We're back in it, mate. Justin Lewis. Be confident with the interview and talk strongly on parts you know well and talk minimal on anything you're unsure of. I really like that. Try not to control the interview with your answers. Yeah, don't. Actually, I'm not going to give advice. You just gave great back to advice for. Excuse me. Excuse me. Justin Lewis, a great batch of advice for anyone attending an interview. I'm going to repeat that. Be confident with the interviewer and talk strongly on parts you know well and talk minimal on anything you're unsure of. Try not to control the interviewer with your answers. That is a bang on little piece of advice, mate. So yeah, best of luck. Let's give a shout out to MPM, who's in California now on the way to an interview in the state hospital. Big up, mate. You're going to get it, especially with Justin's advice. Absolutely bang on, mate. If I was going for an interview myself, Justin, in Bangkok tomorrow, I would copy and paste that and look at it all the way down until I arrive. Project Weaver, yes, it's in Phuket, mate, Patong. It was the same spot the tsunami hit originally in 2001 on Boxing Day. It was horrible seeing the locals because they had been in that situation before. That is mental. And like, we take it for granted, don't we? Like, oh yeah, let's travel to Thailand, just go down to the islands. And like, there is major risk in going to that because you never know when a tsunami can strike. As you know, Project Weaver, you lived it in real life, mate. So, and there's signs everywhere. For those people who haven't been into Thailand, down the islands, there was like, you know, as you've seen like traffic signs, like slow down or turn left, or I know, try not to skid into a school kid with your car. Well, these signs are loaded everywhere with like tsunami warnings down south. So yeah, it's a different world, especially, you know, if it actually happens and it tears local life apart. Justin Lewis, what about the Australian outback doing gold mining? Mate, it's a good shout. And I actually thought about doing something like that before. But the thing is, with me diverting from anything that is not content creation, number one, I'm going to lose it, whatever it is that I have and I do with the energy and who I am, Chrissy Boy with a charisma, you could say. Mate, I'm fearful that I would lose it all if I was to go and do something just for the sake of earning money. And I know that most people, 90% of people, would probably go and do that because it's a sensible, normal thing to do. But that just means I care more about the content and the viewing experience of you guys than going out, spending 6 months doing something completely unrelated, making a load of money, and potentially then, in those 6 months, something happening. Maybe something happens to my health. I get ill. Or, goodness gracious, hopefully not, I got a missus and I got married and then I got a kid. And then, you know, a year passes and I go, oh yeah, remember I used to do that YouTube thing, and the baby going, Daddy, can I change my diaper? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm wiping the kid's ass now. Why am I not doing daily vlogs in Thailand? And all of that stemmed from me accepting to go and do gold mining in the Australian outback. So that's the way that my mind works. MPM, do you never pay for play and just get the birdies by yapping how you do with us? I respect you don't dive into that topic often at all. Mate, that is quality comment, that. Do you never pay for play and just get the birds by yapping how you do with us? I respect you don't dive into that topic. Mate, you know what? I've never paid for any birds. I've never paid for any birds, and I just wouldn't. For one, I'd be absolutely fuming if I was to pay a bird, what is it, probably like 100 quid for a ride that I'd probably last 2 minutes with, or for, you know, a happy ending in Thailand, which is, I'm not sure how much they are. I'll ask some of my friends, like 20 or 30 quid. Like, nah, mate, I could have 30 meals for that. Like, and I can just do it myself if needed in the bedroom or the bathroom. But usually I just get birds just, you know, through apps mainly. And then when I'm on a night out or out in the city, I'm one of those guys who don't mind going up and complimenting a bird, asking for a name, saying, what's your name? My name's Chrissy Boy. I thought you were really good looking. Are you single? And usually then I do this to break the loop, because there's always a loop of the things we don't do. And if we don't take action on them, there's this open loop and it kind of burdens you for the whole day or whole week or whole month. And you wish you had just done that thing, close the loop. So more so than often, if I see a girl that I like on the street, I'd go up to her and I'd say, hello, I think, you know, or I really like something that she's wearing, or, you know, what's your name? I'd say, that's a really nice name. My name is Chrissy Boy. Are you single by any chance? And if they say yes, then I'd say, oh, do you mind if I get your number? And I don't have Instagram, so I have to ask for the number, which is obviously another step up in terms of like, oh, giving the number is a little bit like, I've got Instagram. I'm like, no, I haven't got Instagram, sorry. So usually we exchange WhatsApps. And then if it's a no, I'm not single, then they get a compliment because they've got called beautiful by a stranger. And then I walk away happy anyway because I've closed the loop of asking a girl for a number who I like the look of and not taking action to go and ask her. So it closes that loop. So that's usually how I do it. It's not always successful, but it definitely helps me to be happier with myself, of taking action and stuff that I wanted. Yeah, that's a funny question. Not so new travel. No way. I'm going there on the 16th. Where? No new travel. Where are you going on the 16th, mate? Philippines or Japan? You're going to Japan on the 16th of April. If so, super jealous, mate. Leslie S. Why would you not come to Russia? I would. I would come to Russia, 100%. I would like to come to St. Petersburg and some other places. I think it would be cool. I think Russia would welcome me with open arms. I think it would be fun. MPM, Japanese would love Chrissy. Ever considered Korea? Yes, I would love to go to Korea too. All these places are like just over there. I'm just over there. But at the moment, like I said, I've just done a crazy month near-death experience in India, and I'm just chilling at the moment. But I would love to go to Japan, that's for sure. Going for 40 days, can't wait. It will be my first time. Not so noob. Are you on about Japan? If so, that's awesome. Have an amazing time. NPM, FYI, try East Timor-Leste, since it's the newest country in your area of the world, and Portuguese speakers in East Indies. That is cool. Timor-Leste, is that its own country or what? Timor-Leste, or is that like part of the Indonesian islands? I'm not sure. You tell me. Lorenzo, the apartment looks neat. How much is it a night? Lorenzo, if you're still on the chat, mate, this apartment that I'm renting is £270 for the month. So I just pay it for a month, all bills included, everything. Whap in, mate, 270 quid, like 320 US. I just managed to pay for it after booking a flight back from India. And I'm so happy, and I'm so happy and super content and grateful, and thank you everyone for being such legends. So it's a decent spot. And anyone come to Thailand and you haven't got a spot to stay, mate, you message Chrissy Boy. Email is hello@chrissyboy.com, and you can come and stay here however long you like. I'll even feed you rice, but you'll get fed. So yeah, pretty cheap, 270 quid. Not bad, mate. MPM, when I went to Thailand, I had a whole plan but didn't even follow through with it. Just went with the flow and what I wanted, and met amazing people and had random intriguing experiences. Exactly what you should do with travel. What is all this planning, mate? Planning stresses me out in daily life, let alone doing it in travel. Traveling's supposed to be just like a massive holiday of letting your hair down and drinking cheap cold beers and eating whatever you want and getting a little fat and ugly and then going home and going, oh my God, that was the best frigging month of my life. Like, that's the way to do it. So good on you, MPM. Thailand is an absolute blast. Justin Lewis, what's going on, lad? How much is the rent in pounds per month? Can we have a tour? Yes, bro. Absolutely, mate. If you're still there. Otherwise, I'm going to be given, like, I think this is the third tour, but I'll do it. Yeah, so how much am I paying, mate? I am paying, Chris, £270 a month for this place. So I've just paid that now, and I've done a bank transfer. I've done a bank transfer because I stayed here before last year, so it was through Airbnb. So I got in contact with the owner, and now we're kind of friends. And I just sent him the money through bank transfer. So £270, which is the equivalent of around 320 US. It comes with all bills and Wi-Fi. And upstairs, it comes with an amazing infinity pool, a gym, and a co-working space and an outdoor area. Anyway, so this is the kitchen of where we were just sitting. A sink, fridge, all the amenities, and then the table and desk, which is there. In the morning, then, this is my chill area. a nice little sofa and a coffee table. So I just put my feet up on there and then just read and chug caffeine for 45 minutes. I have actually never turned on that TV, tell a lie. I did have a bird over and she turned on Muay Thai one night and we did not do the naughty while watching it on there. But apart from that, yeah, I don't watch it. I prefer to read and just do stupid YouTube lives to you guys. AC machine, which is pumping out 22-degree air at the moment, which is actually really cold. Why is that so cold? What else, mate? There is a few slots that I use for food at the moment. Got my electrolytes, bananas, peanut butter, nuts, oats, and some cereal. And then in the fridge is pretty much like chicken and rice. Out here, I don't want to let the mozzies in, mates, but I'll just show you here. This is a little balcony that goes out from the kitchen, which is awesome. I'll lock that door after, which is awesome. Wait. Close. And then, you guys still with me? Yeah. It'd be cool if you were. In here, it'd be easier if I was on the phone or actually camera, wouldn't it? Shit, I've left the light on again. Good job, I don't have to pay bills, so I can leave it on all night if I want. And here then is the bathroom. It's decent, eh? Can you see that or not? Toilet. There it is. There's Chrissy Boy. Sink, mirror. And then behind that towel is a really nice shower. And mate, it's a decent size too. So that's my bathroom. Oh, my neck. And then in here is actually not where any magic is happening at the moment, but it will tomorrow night. Yeah. A really nice, comfy, silk sheeted bed. It's a super nice double bed. Up here, actually, this way, is another AC unit, which pumps out the good cold stuff. And then in here, mate, check out all my clothes. Mate, I'm not shitting you. This is all the clothes I've got. I've got one t-shirt, two t-shirts, and a really sweaty t-shirt is on the balcony. I got 1, 2, 3 pairs of socks, 2 pairs of shorts. That is me, mate. And then, yeah, those curtains open up to the outside world of Nonthaburi, which you cannot see, so I will not show. Yeah, what do you reckon? Out of 10, mates, would you stay here for £270 a month? I would show you upstairs for the gym, but right now I can't because of the Wi-Fi situation. But it's amazing. It's got an infinity pool and everything. It's absolutely bang on. What I can actually show you is, because I put something together in Canva for Patreon yesterday. So if you bear with me, I can actually show you the infinity pool. I will just take a photo of it from the design software from my phone and I can show you. It's banging, mate, for like 320 quid. I can't believe it. I'm super grateful that I'm here, especially after India. So yeah, check it out, mate. This is the video on Patreon that I shot, but that is me upstairs in the infinity pool, or outside of it, that looks over the whole of Nonthaburi. It's absolutely slamming, mate. And just beside that is the gym. I mean, it's incredible. 320 US, £270. All in, by the way, all effing in. Everything included. I mean, what on earth, what more do I want? I know, a little more of a stable income maybe. For apart from that, not much, mate, I tell you. Yeah, so, yeah, Justin, that's a tour, bro. Cool Fi, 7-Eleven shops so good in Bangkok. Make a short video on snacks in Bangkok. That's a good idea. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 7-Elevens in literal stone throw away proximity from me. It is amazing. And I can't wait to devour one of those 7-Eleven ready meals in about 15 minutes once we're done with this live. What's up? Yeah, good idea. With the 7-Eleven snacks, that'll be cool. Sounds like my life there. Justin Lewis. That's cool, mate. You love it. I think like most people just love being here. And I really enjoy my own company, so I don't get lonely. I mean, I am alone and, I know the feeling of loneliness and I just really enjoy my own company. So somewhere like this is really nice for me. Not so new travel. I'll be starting in Japan, then heading to Vietnam. I've saved up 1 year of travel and I plan on doing Southeast Asia and India. Any advice? I will be starting in Japan, then heading to Vietnam. I've saved up 1 year of travel and I plan on doing Southeast Asia and India. Any advice? Mate, what sort of advice are you looking for? Because you say you've saved up for 1 year, and I would say that's probably a considerable amount of money. So coming from like a budget background, I can certainly help you to travel more whilst spending less money. But yeah, what sort of advice are you seeking more specifically? And I will definitely hit you up some answers for that. Mate, if you just want to email me and we can jump on a WhatsApp or something, I'd be more than happy to help. But yeah, you'll have a blast, mate. You've got some good countries lined up there, brother. Rohan Chetan, do you like tattoo or not? Yeah, I like this one. But I also like this one. This is La Vida es Bonita. Life is beautiful. I got that in, I'm not sure where I got that. Somewhere drunk. But yeah, I like this one. Travel more. It's kind of everything that I stand for with the channel. So I'm happy that I got it, despite the text of regret on the YouTube thumbnail. Be Havish. Hi, Chris. Love your videos. Thank you so much for your compliment, and I appreciate your time in watching and being here. Just saw your Goa videos. You kept missing your Mumbai bus. Be Havesh 78. Mate, I missed that Mumbai bus 3 times. 3 effing times I missed that Mumbai bus. I blame Duncan on missing that. He owes me 3,000 rupees. Actually, I owe him 3,000 rupees. But yeah, there is a vlog coming up tomorrow, and I won't spoil it, but it's a fun one. It's a hard edit, but it's going to be a fun vlog. I'm going to post it tomorrow, and maybe 2 I will release tomorrow because I want to get into the Thailand vlogs. Just saw your videos. You kept missing your bus. Yeah, that is sick, Justin Lewis. Mate, it is. That does the job, mate. Glad you're happy in your own place. Mate, happiness is here, right? At the moment, I'm feeling up. Someone's getting murdered, or a little girl is screaming because she wants more chocolates. You couldn't hear it, but it was like this. There is happiness here. At the moment, I am up here. I'm like ecstatic in contentment and happiness. I am absolutely buzzing, knowing that I've got this place. I can wake up in peace. I can work. I can focus. I can rest. I can exercise. I can eat well, and I can meet a load of birds. So it's a good time. MPM, love your channel and keep it up. I have confidence you'll blow up even more. I appreciate MPM, mate. I try not to look at the numbers, and I don't. I just focus on making more vlogs and making sure I enjoy every day as I'm making them. That's the best thing, because as PewDiePie said, the legend in the YouTube atmosphere or sphere, if you're having fun, you cannot lose. And I think that is an amazing piece of life advice. If you're having fun with what you're doing, you cannot lose. And let me tell you, I'm having fun, which means I'm not losing. So it's all a win-win for me, but I appreciate the support, brother. For the price of the apartment, 270 quid for the month is cheap. Fucking right, it's cheap, mate. Honestly, it's mental cheap. Rick M8, 270 pound per month is a steal. I agree. The equivalent of just over 320 USD, mate. You know, when he told me the price, the landlord, I almost messaged him back and said, mate, do you mean 370? Obviously I didn't, but it was 12,000 baht or something like that, 11,500 or 12,000 baht. And I was just like, I was punching the conversions from Thai baht to GB to UK pricing. And I was like, oh my God, 270 quid, including everything. I'm definitely not going to message him back and ask if he means 370, because I know he doesn't, because I've been here before. But I was just like taken aback by it. It was awesome. Seems very clean, simple, exactly what you need. It's just for sleeping, live streams, and birds after all. Lorenzo, mate, now you speak my language. That is exactly what this pad is for. It's for an SHA pad, mate. That's what it's for. It's for work. It's for showering. It's for sleeping. And it's for, yeah, It's for exercising with some birds in the cardio department. So, mate, it's perfect. It's perfect. Yeah, appreciate you doing the tour, mate, Justin Lewis. Mate, I appreciate the donation from earlier. Once again, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I know words get thrown around, but I really do. Lorenzo, have you ever considered IRL live streams? Mate, I have. Do you know the only thing stopping me from doing like longer, not longer streams, from doing streams and doing them like, you know, for many hours out and about and showing you a full 8-10 hours of what I get up to, because I get up to quite a lot of crazy stuff despite it just being like a normal day. The only thing that's stopping me is the quality of this phone. This is a £40 smartphone of Motorola, which I got in the UK, and it's just not up to scratch. So one of the things is I'd like to save up for a really good iPhone and then stream. You know, I'd get data within the country I am and I'd stream. I do normal vlogs. I do streaming vlogs when I'm out and about, and I'd also do live kind of sit down hangouts like these sort of streams. So the only thing at the moment is stopping me is getting a new phone. But yes, I have thought about it, and I will consider that when I'm more financially stable in order to buy an iPhone to do that in the future. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot, actually, the live streams out and about. I think that'd be awesome. And I think it kind of suits my style as well. Like the short videos that I've been doing, like, you know, 10, 15, 20 minutes, to be honest, they're very kind of like snap happy for YouTube, but I don't exactly like them so short. I would honestly prefer to go out with a camera, uncut, raw, completely unedited. I go out for 3 or 4 hours and the whole video would be from start to finish. There would be some dull moments, there'd be exciting moments, but everything would be uncut, it would be raw, it would be real, it would be genuine. You get to see everything. So I might even just start doing that with my GoPro, doing, you know, 2 or 3 hour uncut vlogs out and about, showing you every single crisp detail of the doings, mate. And then just starting from there. And when I build up money, I'll buy the iPhone and I can do actual IRL streams. What do you reckon, mate? Do you want me to go out and do hours on end of uncut footage? Mate, we're like 3 hours nearly in now to this live stream, and it honestly feels like being on for half an hour. I'm not sure about you, because I'm pretty deaf now from my own annoying voice, but I think it would be a good crack. Let me know if that's up your street, mate, and maybe I'll take the GoPro out in a few days into Bangkok, and I'll just hit record, go for 2 hours, do what I need to do, mate, and then stop the camera and then upload to YouTube. No cuts. What do you reckon? Project Weaver, did you invest in new shoes? I remember you had them Skechers before. Bro, still got them, mate. Project Weaver, they're right out there. I'm not sure if you can see them. There they are. Can you see them? There. That is the Skechers right there where my finger is. And I've got to turn the outside light off. Yeah, still got them, mate. They're absolutely humming because I wore them all through India and the UK vlogs. And now I'm walking in them. And I'm exercising, doing 5K runs in them a day as well. So they're stinking. I need to go and buy a new pair if I can get a pair for like a £5. Patrick RG 1746 was just in Bangkok last month and loved it. I've done a lot of traveling, but it's hard to find places with similar value fun than, I assume you mean, Thailand. I agree. I fell in love with Thailand 2 years ago when I traveled here for the first time with Duncan, Curly Kid Life. Mate, we had such a blast. And Duncan is actually, many of you might not know this, Duncan has actually been living in Thailand for 1 year. He's been living here. And I've been gallivanting here, there, and everywhere, but he's been living in Bangkok for 1 year with a DTV visa. Absolute inspiration, absolute mad lad of a bloke. My best mate and my brother, also my best mate, who lives in England. Top guys, people who keep me going on YouTube and adventures and everything for a long time. And yeah, mate, big supporters. But yeah, Thailand's awesome. It's fun, it's crazy, it's unpredictable, but it's easy and it's a nice place filled with great people. Locals, really kind and friendly too. Right, we're going to finish this in a minute. I'm just going to answer Lorenzo's question, and we're going to try and finish this on the dot of 3 hours. So we've got 2 minutes and 15 seconds now remaining of the live. Just wanted to say you are a very quick-witted, witty, not sure if that's correct English, and a funny person. Also, IRL travel streams is a sphere that is not yet saturated. Think it would fit you. Lorenzo, thank you, mate. I think that would be an awesome thing to do. And you know what? I will do that. I will start that as fast as I can. I will as fast as I can earn the money to buy an iPhone. I will go and do streams. I'm all about testing stuff. I'm all about trying something new at least once anyway. So yeah, thank you, and I really appreciate the compliment and everything else. Let me know, guys, real quick, right? If you would like me, after these Indian vlogs are done, to go out with the camera and do one huge, right, whole, unedited, uncut, raw take of just exploring a part of Bangkok. I'll try and make it as naturally exciting as I can. But if you want to see longer vlogs, more real and genuine, uncut, let me know. I can't do streams at the moment because I don't have the money to buy a new phone. And the camera on this thing is absolutely wank. But if you want me to do it with the GoPro and then upload that footage directly to YouTube so you can see that unedited content like a stream but not in real time, let me know. Anyway, we've got 50 seconds now until the stream is done. Thank you so much. Once again, MPM. I'm not sure how long you're driving across California, but you're still in chat, which means you're still not in the interview, brother. But best of luck when you do get there. You'll absolutely nail it, and you'll 100,000% get a job, mate. Make sure you ask for the pay rise day one. Got to get going, chat. Cheers to the right and cheers to the left. Cheers, mate. Have a good one. Greetings from Thailand. Big up to the new state hospital you're soon going to be employed in. Justin Lewis and Close. D Machine, hello, Chrissy Boy. What's going on, guys? Once again, thank you so much for your time, your energy, the donations that people have sent, and the emails that I've received through this chat. You're absolute legends. Once again, if you want to get in touch, email me, hello@chrissyboy.com. Oh my God, 3 hours. We are done. So we're going to end the stream in 3, 2, 1. Ciao, guys. Bye-bye.